What is going on, everybody? We are live for the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers. What is going on, Charles Hall? Joe? What is going on, Violet Valkyrie? What's going on, Noble Sports? What's going on, everyone? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. What's going on, Sports Player 2.0, Daniel? How's it going? What's going on, Cinnamon? Okuda on Adams finna get smoked. Hey, get baptized under fire. But I tell you what, I don't know what Matt Patricia's doing. Shout out to Mark Orum from Orum's Forum. He said he just told us that Julian Okawara is not suiting up today. So that's an issue. Even Terry Bradshaw wants Patricia fired. Well, that's because Terry Bradshaw is a smart man. I mean, Matt Patricia's trying to be the smartest man in the room. And the downfall about it is he's getting outshined. His smartness is getting the best of him. I always have the mindset of keep it simple, stupid. The KISS method. If you keep it simple, everyone can finally be able to feast. When you try to be the smartest man in the room because you came from the New England Patriots, I mean, something's got to change. What's going on, Vash? How's it going, brother? But how's everybody's Sunday doing? Did everybody get their grub in? Ready for some football? Make sure you guys have your fantasy leagues all set up before today's games so you don't leave points on the bench. Oh, that's facts, Cinnamon. That's facts. The Fords definitely need to sell the team. Lions fans don't care about tradition. We want to have a good team. Absolutely. That is all hashtag facts. What's going on, Arku? How's it going, brother? Arku says, go Cowboys. Let me make sure I share this out onto my social media platforms. Because that too helps the YouTube algorithm. Or so they say. What's going on, E-Dog? I don't know if the defense is going to be better today. They're not having Julian Okawara suit up. What's going on, Detroit Legend Sportscast? Hey, 0-16 till proven otherwise is back, baby. 0-16 till proven otherwise. And I think that's going to come at Matt Patricia's firing and Bob Quinn's firing. What's going on, Miss Johnson? Hey, Miss Johnson.
Dude, you've got one job.
Matt Patricia, you got one job. Get your guys ready to play on Sundays. If you guys haven't yet, definitely hit that thumbs up. It definitely helps the YouTube algorithm help and push the stream out. Hey, Detroit Legend Sportscast. Hey, brother, you know I do Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. We got a couple good games, though, coming up on the primetime game, so I don't know. We're going to have a little bit of fun. What's going on, Jorge? Jorge, hey, brother, we got Thursday night football. The Dolphins. What's going on, Sean? Welcome back, brother. So now all the new people that came in from Thursday get to see your boy go crazy on his Detroit Lions. Get your popcorn ready. Oh, you know what I should do? I should go get my back brace. Hold on. What's going on, 2K Plays? Oh, you're at work. Man, that's crazy. It's Sunday. What's going on, Peyton? Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to the Gridiron Blitz and MicroMike, or should I say Detroit Lions Sports, or Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike. All three of us are doing the game. We are all part of the Infinite Sports Network, as well as, if you've seen up near the beginning of the chat, Noble Sports Entertainment. He is also part of the Infinite Sports Network. All their links are in the description of every member of the Infinite Sports Network. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I also have in StreamYards, or Streamlabs, I'm sorry. And speaking of Streamlabs, I don't know why I don't have my poll going, because Streamlabs is working. Let's get that poll going. There we go. All right. And I will be right back because I got to put on my back brace. All right, we are back. Appreciate those of you that held off. What's going on, Damian Estrada? MVP's in the building. What's going on? If you haven't voted, definitely vote. Joe, put in exclamation point vote with a space and Lions if you want the Lions to win. Galladay's still dealing with a hamstring injury. Although I do think that it could be a contract dispute. Hey, ain't no cheese over here. Even though I think the Chiefs are going to win. Even though I did vote for my Lions, but I just hope it's a good game and it's not a blowout like I got a gut feeling it might be. I got it about 20 to 25 point beat down. I mean, we're going up against the last year's division champs. Appreciate that, Pizza Queen. Welcome to the family. What am I doing? There we go. All right, we got our first Packers vote with Vast Starwin. Hope Swift doesn't drop it again. I hope not either. You know, but it shouldn't come down to plays like that, though. In my opinion, it needs to come down to taking care of the football, knowing when to throw it out of bounds, when not to throw it out of bounds, playing solid defense, and for goodness sake, stop the run. Defensive front, you got one job.
Dude, you've got one job.
And that is to stop the run. Get pressure. Get to the quarterback. Get to the running back. That's your job. So, hopefully we can get it done. Yeah, we definitely get to see Jeff Okudah today. I want to see what the Jeff Okudah Amani Awarie lineup will be. Yes, Jamie Collins is playing today. He did not get suspended. Oh, man. Hey, the Bears are in the same boat as the Lions. The only reason why they're not 1-0 or 0-1 is because they played the Lions. And we don't have a defensive front. I miss the 4-3 defense. I miss it like crazy. When we were at our best on defense, it's always been in a 4-3. Wrong sport, 2K plays. Although at this point, man, I think everybody's playing like Thon. Oh, I agree, Peyton. Hey, facts, Joe. Oh, that's facts too, Charles. We can't. I mean, that's why the faster we get rid of Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn, the faster we can get back to that 4-3. What's going on, Jorge? Says he's voting for the Packers. Put Thon at wide receiver. Hey, he actually might have some good value there. He's what, 6'10"? As long as he can run. He run and have good route running. Yeah, I have to JT, I have to wait uh because of copyright music. I can't test the audio until the game actually kicks off. but I will have game audio, just like I had on Thursday Night Football. Appreciate every single one who made that a really memorable stream. What's going on, Brenda? Says Packers, but I'm a Pack fan. That's what's up. Hey, ain't no hate over here. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, as you see from the gear, but I think the Packers are gonna win. Oh man, who's gonna guard Devontae Adams? Who's gonna stop that bad man, Aaron Rodgers? Especially with no, what do you call it? With no Julian Okwara. Yeah, Okuda's supposed to be guarding Devontae Adams. Yep, that's facts, Charles. Lions got to run the ball. Consume that clock. Don't give Aaron Rodgers too much time on the field, because if you have him on the field, it's going to be a long day. And that 20 to 25 point beatdown that my gut feeling says that the Packers are going to do to my Detroit Lions is going to come true. You know, when the Detroit Lions beat the New England Patriots in Matt Patricia's first year and his first victory, they didn't let Tom Brady get on the field much. The tallest person in the NFL is 6'9". Who's going to stop Amos? I think that will be easier. It's going to be a collective effort, but it's going to really be more towards running that football. You know, if Adrian Peterson can have 100 to 120 yards rushing or better, then I have a good feeling about the team winning tonight. But if our run game does not perform, it's going to be a long day. The key to this game is the run game. No Kenny Golladay yet again. I have a funny feeling he's holding out for more money. He is in a contract year. But you got to run that football. You run that football, you're going to be, you know, you're able to control the clock, get those first downs, things like that you need to have in order to win the football game. Look at the Cleveland Browns on Thursday night. They ran the football well. The Cincinnati Bengals didn't run the football well, so the Cleveland Browns won. They had two guys go working together, and they got it to where they're able to run that football very effectively, and it didn't matter who was in. And with that, you got to run the football to win in the National Football League. You got to stop the run to win the National Football League. You got to have pressure on the quarterback to win in the National Football League. And you got to play sound defense. What's going on, Noble Sports? Appreciate that, brother. All right, let me see if any copyright music is on.
Tackle Kenny may have more opportunity up the middle. Meanwhile, the Lions missing three starters on each side of the ball.
So Kenny Golladay, Joe Dahl,
left tackle Joe
Hal
Dahl,
Vitae, Nick Williams, Desmond Trufant, and Justin Coleman are out.
However, fans will get to see the debut of the number 3 overall pick in the draft.
That's my guy.
And they're kicking off. Packers won
Okuda.
the toss deferred, and Mason Crosby over the
All
head
right,
of Jamal.
Lions will start with the football at the 25.
And his numbers, yardage, touchdown-wise, against the Packers, facing him
Let me
twice
get,
in the division, very impressive.
See if the
No
scoreboard
question
and
about it,
things
but
like
lots
that.
of moving pieces around him. 2 offensive linemen, and you know, he's comfortable in this building. And as we saw with Aaron a week ago in Minnesota, Matthew Stafford's never been in this building as quiet as it is right now.
It is an
Alrighty.
eerie feeling. The fans, we miss you. And know you're watching. Stafford from the pocket to the 30.
All right.
Knocked back.
Gain of about 4.
Completion to Marvin Jones. That's now 83 straight games with a catch.
Oh, gain of 5.
There's the 2 new pieces on that offensive
So
line.
Taylor Decker, Ode Abushi, Frank Ragnow, Jonah Jackson, and Terrell Crosby are starting on the offensive line.
Across the middle, but I think Amendola is poised against some of his own defense, and man, they will see from Green Bay as well to have a big day.
5-yard pickup. Stafford to throw again. Has time and open.
Oh, got T.J. Hawkinson. Ball at the 50.
DJ Hawkinson.
45. Ball at the 41.
Yeah, T.J. Hawkinson, a guy.
Let's go hot.
On a young tight end that is
All
really
right.
emerging as Matthew Stafford's go-to guy in this offense.
8th overall pick. Second year from Iowa. And
Beautiful second effort.
He caught the ball. Picked up another 10, 12
He
yards.
even turned it in with a third effort.
And now at the 41 of Green Bay, Kerryon Johnson in the backfield. And Kerryon.
All right, carry on.
Into a crowd against that Packer
Gain of
defense.
about 3 or 4.
Mentioned in the open, missing Kenny Clark up front.
Yeah, you can't really fill the void when you're talking about a guy who brings the amount of energy and fills in that hole at that position. But what we are going to see is Darius Smith probably moving around a lot like they do on offense with a guy like Devontae Adams. We move him around a lot, create some havoc in that middle.
After a 4-yard pickup.
All right.
Packers
Oh, got blown up.
Comes out after an
There's a
excellent
flag.
defensive play by
Zadarius Smith.
whom you just mentioned. We'll check the flag.
You say he'd be in the middle? I think you just said that, Greg.
Personal foul, grabbing a helmet opening. Defense, number 55. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Cleat Blake
All right,
very
there we
clear
go.
on the helmet opening, grabbing that.
Yeah, you see here on this play, Darius Smith is just too quick
And,
for offensive
man,
linemen.
ain't
And they're gonna take
nobody
advantage of this
guarded
matchup all afternoon.
Zadarius
He was a
Smith.
little upset with himself right there for grabbing that face mask. You can see his reaction.
And Lion fans are saying, wait a minute, Cleet Blakeman with a strange call that went against us, but it's a different crew, even though he's the referee.
It is
Cleet
first and
using the
10.
Regional approach this year for the obvious reason. So with that penalty, Jason Kabinde at fullback for Kerryon Johnson.
Marvin Jones in motion. Got a handoff. Carry on. Good gain on that play. Second down.
That's a great jump cut by Kerryon. Had a hard time getting it going a week ago. Just 7 rushes for 14 yards coming off the injury a week ago. And watch for some of that. The Packers are a
Gain of
fast
4 on
group
that
in
play.
Front 7. You saw Zadarius. They love to be active. So some of that
Second and
counter,
6.
some of that hand back will be good in the run game this afternoon.
Johnson splits out as a receiver, top of your screen. On a 2nd and 6.
Carry on in motion.
Stafford
Empty
with
backfield.
Passes in the air,
Oh,
but eventually
Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones, Jair Alexander working with him. Looked like last week when Alexander came away with an interception against Minnesota, but this time Jones makes the catch.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch Jair Alexander all afternoon against
All right,
this
first and 10.
Detroit Lions offensive weaponry. When you look at what Marvin Jones can
Marvin
do well, he
Jones,
runs down the field very well. He's
the
a big,
man of man.
big threat.
Let's
but
go.
Running routes, getting across, creating separation, something that Jair Alexander really does well with his transition, so he'll be all over those routes.
Alexander late to the injury report with a hand.
Marvin Jones Jr.,
injury.
83 straight
Appear to be
games with a
serious.
catch.
First down from the 12. Kerryon Johnson
Carry
gets all
on.
the way down to the 5-yard line.
Gain of about 7 on that play.
For this Lions team.
Well, I'll tell you what is serious is the way this group is playing up front for Detroit. You know, these defensive linemen love juice. They love energy to get off the ball in these home stadiums. And right now, yeah, it's a remade Detroit group up front, but they're handling it both in pass protection. That time, excellent movement off the snap, giving Kerryon the opportunity to get going.
All right, carry on. Got the first down. down at the, I believe, 1 yard line.
He didn't have credit for one last week playing 43 snaps, and it is a first down.
No, this is where you miss Kenny Clark. I mean, these run games where he is so dominant. Kenny got the big extension this offseason. They know.
Appreciate the 20 in the building. Definitely get those thumbs up if you haven't.
The point so active in the middle, and Detroit right now feasting upon his absence.
First and goal. That's
Kerryon Johnson, touchdown. Let's go. Woo!
Down the field, my targets will not yield, and with the blue and silver way, stand and cheer the brave.
Rah, rah, rah.
Are in the game, with honor you will keep your fame.
Down the field again. Oh, Lions victory. Go Lions.
Two excellent blocks, and right down the field did the Lions run it.
Adrian Peterson was the leading
All right,
rusher last
Prater
week.
set to kick.
Kerryon Johnson, impressive, capping the drive with a touchdown run.
Kick is up,
The extra point.
and the kick is good. Woo! Let's go. All right, for those of you that are new, I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Kerryon Johnson with the touchdown. Matt Prater with the extra point. And it is 7-0, Detroit with the lead. What's going on, One Pride 40? What's going on, West Branch Ball? We haven't seen Adrian Peterson yet. It's been all Kerryon. This week I did refrain from eating any form of cheese. So I do that usually weeks of playing the Green Bay Packers. Let me see how my fantasy league is doing so far. Of course, Jared Goff will get a touchdown. Let me see. Do I have him starting? Oh, I do have him starting. I was about to say, I thought I put Teddy Bridgewater in, who has an interception. Marvin Jones Jr. already got me three points. Ho, let's go. Jonnu Smith, 15 points already. What's going on, Clayton? All right, let me see if
20 yards.
oh, there's still some copyright music.
Advantage.
And we're
Jack
back.
Fox kicking off. Tyler Irvin has a chance from the 10-yard line to return.
Ball at the 20.
And
Ball at the
to
25.
25-yard line. Nobody scored more points in the league last week.
Well, I do have to mute the game audio. There is copyright music.
Chasing a
All right.
7-0 deficit.
We
on
are
their
back.
first possession.
Kerryon Johnson with the touchdown. Packers' first possession.
He gets takes the pitch. There's a hole for Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones got a first down.
32-yard line.
Gain of about 11 or 12 on that play.
Last week against the Vikings in that win by Green Bay at Minnesota.
I love this. A little toss play. You think that toss goes outside, but in essence, this is just inside zone. And once again, you see some fast flow linebackers. Really, both these teams like those linebackers to be active. That toss action gets the lateral movement. And foot in the ground and straight downhill for the kid that had 1,000 yards plus a season ago.
All right, 1st and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line. Jones
getting across the 40.
Gain of a couple on that play.
Hello, Chris Myers. Niners,
Oh,
Jets,
we do got some copywritten music. I do got to mute it for. Whoa, Mozart with a huge run. Shout out to the 49ers.
Trying to even
All righty.
after a loss on the opening weekend.
All right. Oh, got him. Oh, got him. Let's go. Let's go. Jared Davis. Let's go.
Jared Davis, a guy who is playing motivated. Obviously, he's
The missile. Let's go. Blew him up.
A special play for him. A guy who they've asked to change up his role a little bit. Take a
Let's
step
go,
back,
Jared Davis.
nurture a young guy. But
Yeah,
he's like,
buddy.
when I'm on the field, I'm going to make plays happen.
Woo.
You could hear that hit in Detroit. He lost 2, so it's 3rd down 8. Devontae Adams as Jones is in the backfield. Top of your screen. Rodgers goes to the middle.
Oh.
Open is Marquez. Valdez-Scantling for a first down.
Valdez-Scantling wide open. Got the first
You
down.
can tell by that formation, Greg, you know what's coming here.
Yeah, and what I like about that particular play, specifically
What's going on,
for
Gridiron Blitz?
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, is last week we saw him drop a 3rd down, drive just across the field, coming the opposite way against the Vikings. This week he makes the big play, turns it upfield. Great start.
That's the Buckeyes
Okuda
versus
with the
Wolverines.
tackle.
He picked up
Play
50.
man-to-man.
Jamal Williams comes into the backfield from the 46 of the Lions.
All righty. Empty backfield for the Packers and called the timeout.
The fullback, and we got a timeout Packers.
So that is Green Bay's first timeout and first timeout of the game.
And again, that's off of a 3rd down conversion, right? A good little chunk play. And then getting to that line. So much check with me in this system. You know, Aaron went into great detail with us again yesterday, just talking about how much language there is in these play calls. When you motion and you shift and you check with me, that play's got to come in awfully quick for Matt LaFleur in order to really operate at the line of scrimmage.
LaFleur from Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Wow.
A receiver
Matt
at
LaFleur,
Western Michigan
6
before
straight
transferring to Saginaw
regular
Valley State,
season
where he played
game
quarterback.
wins.
The 40-year-old head coach of the Packers, who has not lost in his brief battles with the Lions. Rodgers.
All right,
with
play action. Rodgers throws it.
to the tight end Mercedes Lewis, who has brought
Mercedes
down
Lewis with a gain of about 3 on that play.
Yeah, this
And he had all day to
offense, if
throw
you look
that.
here at the starting
There
lineup,
is
we
zero
got Lucas
pressure from the
Patrick
Detroit
filling in for
Lions.
Lane Taylor, who's out. Rick Wagner filling in for Billy Turner, who is active today. But Devontae Adams, let's highlight this guy. Why not? He's just special. Obviously, we saw what he did last week. Expect for Matt LaFleur to move him around, hide his splits, create other opportunities for him all day.
He can line up anywhere and haul it in from anywhere. Williams the back. Rodgers rolling and throwing and
Oh, drop pass.
Jay Sternberger, the tight end, had room to
Jay
roam
Sternberger
for
dropped
maybe 20
it.
yards.
Yes, he did, because these
It is
linebackers.
3rd and 6.
Once again, you saw Jared Davis pull the trigger and have the tackle for loss.
He
but
was wide
everybody,
open. Christian Jones
the entirety
was
of that
trailing
Lions
by
defense is on the
at
other side of
least
the field.
2 yards.
This is what drives Aaron Rodgers nuts about Jace.
And you get that type of movement from the defense. When you're able to establish the run early, you see Jace slip out from the backside, and he just has to make that play for us.
Rodgers, was forgiving of Scantling dropping last week. You wonder if somebody like Sternberger keeps dropping, will he go back in that direction? He hesitates, and he's on the move. This is what Matt Patricia said he doesn't like.
Oh!
Should have been caught.
There we go.
15
Tracy
by the
Walker
other tight end,
saving the
Robert
day.
Tonyan. Tracy Walker
4th
back
and
there covering.
6. Let's go, Tracy
Those
Walker.
matchups we were curious about, these safeties on tight ends and backs. There was a spy there on Aaron Rodgers, and that's back-to-back throws. That's a nice play by Walker of getting his hand in, right at the reception point. But that's one back-to-back plays you'd sure love to see your tight ends come down with.
All right, so they're going
Tonyan
for
would have had
a
a
fourth
massive
down and
first
6
down.
from the 42 this early in the game. Does this surprise you?
All right, Green Bay is going for it on 4th
Maybe
down.
the Lions, maybe he's trying to get him to
Got
jump.
3 on the play call. And they're going for it.
Protected.
Rodgers.
Catch, sliding, and made for the
Oh.
first down. That's Alan Lazar.
And Alan
This is
Lazard
the
picks up the
completed ball.
first
This
down.
is a great catch
They're
by
on
Alan
in a hurry
Lazard.
to get up and snap it.
Yeah, and you have to be, because it's a questionable gray area.
It's history now. Jamal Williams carries.
All right, Jamal
Well, you
Williams
asked
pick
about
up a
that
good
fourth
yardage
down.
on that
Obviously,
first
Chris,
down.
You're seeing this around the league because the numbers
Picked
tell
up, I
you, and all of their
believe
study
it was
this offseason,
at least
Lazard
8.
goes down, and he looks like he digs it out. There's a little bit of movement there.
Should be 2nd and 2.
Detroit could have-
Okay, it's 2nd
they
and
could have
3.
challenged that. They don't. And heads up by Green Bay to go for it and to make that move. But more and more teams, this is not just going to be something we'll see early this year. They're going to be more aggressive going for it on 4th down and plus territory.
Packers did that last week, aggressive on 4th down against the
right.
Vikings. Rodgers flips and incomplete. Looks
Appreciate
much
that,
on
Miss
for Aaron
Johnson. Let me
Jones.
fix it right now.
Yeah, Aaron Jones right there. Aaron Rodgers, excuse me, probably expecting Aaron Jones to leak up the field a little bit more. He was leading him with the pass.
Shout out to
Lions
Miss Johnson for
defense,
having your
Brock,
boys
no
back.
Nick Williams up front, so that certainly affects the running game. We've addressed Trufant and Coleman, the slot corner being out.
Yeah, 5 new veteran guys they brought in with game experience around the league. And Jamie Collins got the green dot, got booted from the game early a week ago. He's going to make the calls and just try to settle a lot of new pieces down around him.
Loaded with expatriates. Practically half the defense. Rodgers from the pocket for
Aaron Rodgers.
And just slightly overthrown.
This
Looked like a
is
hesitation
Aaron Jones.
From Jones, too, to get upfield.
And this is why you play so many
4th and 3.
defensive backs, because you got a guy like Aaron Jones who can be split out like Green Bay Packers just showed us and try to run a route on a Will Harris, a free safety who has cover skills. That's why Matt Patricia loves the package of playing more defensive backs.
All right, Mason Crosby
Yeah,
set to
3
kick a
safeties,
field
he
goal.
plays quite a bit of the time. And Crosby, who had the walk-off field goals last year to beat the Lions,
Kick is
delivers
up.
from
Kick is
43 yards
good.
away. Green Bay is on
It
the
is
board.
7 to
They've won.
3. And I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Appreciate the 31 in the building. That is awesome. If you can get those thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. Chris says we need to keep scoring 7s. Absolutely. Got to score touchdowns and not field goals. I love Matt Prater. That is our kicker, but I like 7 points better. Whoop. Get rid of that. All right, let me see what my fantasy league is doing. Oh, come on. I put Corey Davis on the bench. He already got 7.9 points. I need Alden Smith to perform better. He has 0 points after having a great first game. And I need the Carolina kicker to do well because he has 0 points and down 0-7 against Tampa Bay. But Christian McCaffrey got me 4.3 points. Okay, I just got a text message from the MVP saying that I'm 49 to a minute behind. That is weird. All right.
Rodgers, 3 out of 7 on a 12-play
We
drive.
are back.
To settle for a
7-3
after a couple of drops.
5:42 remains in the first quarter.
The Packers collectively from that group had just 1 catch. This will be a touchback. Let's check in real quick with Carissa Thompson.
All right. More copyright music. Cannot play that Fox jingle.
And the Lions
Alrighty.
who came in, many feeling, well, tough loss last week. Packers look perfect. Odds against him with injuries. Defense held up pretty good in that first drive. And got some help. Peterson is in the backfield now.
All right. Play action. Matthew Stafford throws it in the ground.
And we're checking the ruling. Is that incomplete or fumble?
We're going to see if it's an incomplete pass or a fumble. If it's a fumble, it's going to be loss of yardage.
Just a two-man route. A max protection wanting to take a shot here. And I think before he goes to throw, and his arm's going forward. Now it does touch offensive lineman first.
We had trouble hearing.
All right. It's going to be 2nd and 16.
So it will be a fumble recovery, Lions. And a second down.
Yeah,
16.
Stafford's limping after that play.
Yeah, you see here
Might be a knee bruise or something.
Jones, but Will Redmond does a great job of dropping back in that little zone that they had there to take away that throw, and that's what caused him.
Stafford said, "You better not put Chase Daniel in."
Stafford said there were no lingering effects from playing last season, although he admitted he was a little rusty after suffering the back injury, the spinal problem that cost him the rest of the season. There's a challenge flag after ruled fumble and recovery.
All right, there is a challenge.
And the New York home office will, along with this crew, officiate the review. Al Riveron, Walt Anderson.
Detroit is challenging the ruling on the field of a fumble.
And Perry Fuel added to the process this year to try and get it right.
All right, so I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. When the ruling comes back and the game resumes, I do bring back the game audio. Appreciate the 34 in the building. You guys are amazing. But the Detroit Lions, they got to start getting back to the basics. Start running that football. You did well on that first drive. Start running that football. You start killing some more clock. Okuda got a tackle. I don't think they're really throwing his way. The MVP is getting on my last nerve. She's trying to spoil the game for me because I am a minute behind. I don't know why YouTube is a minute behind, but YouTube better get it together because I don't like getting the game spoiled. I got a funny feeling today's going to be a rant video. Especially if the Lions lose. All right.
Call has been reversed, so Matt Patricia challenging
Call's
early because
reversed.
He's going to lose 6 yards. Ruled an incomplete pass. Patricia will have to
It
get
is
his next
incomplete.
challenge right to get a third.
Yeah, and I think somewhere the Detroit Lions fans are saying, good, that's two that go our way in the first quarter after two that went the wrong way. Mr. Blakeman a season ago. That's the right call.
DeAndre Swift the back on second down.
Stafford
pass
caught it.
and he hauls
There
it
we go.
just short of the 35
DeAndre
yard
Swift gained about 9 on that play. It's about to be 3rd and 1.
Play, little small design for a running back that obviously we all saw last week how his game ended. The Detroit Lions ended with the drop with DeAndre Swift, so you get him involved early in the passing game.
All right,
get
3rd
those
and
jitters
1.
out.
And Matt Patricia encouraged and supported.
Oh, there we go. Finally run it on 3rd down. Adrian Peterson got the first down. Let's go.
At the point of attack, I mean, you don't see that if number 97 is a nose tackle. Watch the reestablishment of the line of scrimmage right down the line. If Kenny's in there, that ball is the line of scrimmage is going the other way. I mean, that's a tremendous job.
Yeah,
by
if
Taylor
the Lions
Deckers.
do
All I
win, it
know
would
is
be a
they-
typical win.
thank
Like
goodness I don't
everybody
have to
has
root
who's
that
not
guy,
winning.
'cause he's one of the best in the game doing it.
And Kenny Clark watching with that
All right,
groin
Kenny Clark
injury.
out with a
And the
groin
Lions
today.
attacking from their own 39-yard
Marvin
line.
Jones in motion.
Jones in motion. Stafford throws and hits him.
All right, gain of about 8 on that play.
A week ago, Minnesota
Marvin Jones
6.1
Jr.
yards per carry.
I need
Remember
that on my
Kenny went out
fantasy
at halftime
team.
with that
Let's
groin
go.
injury. They struggled a season ago against that run. They have 10 active defensive backs. Right, Mike Pettin's going to try to help with the absence of Kenny Clark with lots of different pieces and guys moving all over the place. But ultimately, this is still a line of scrimmage game in this division. And I like the play
All right,
there from
4
Derrn
minutes to
Beveler.
play in the first quarter, 2nd and 2.
They need 2. Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson loses a yard.
Let's get a game break with
3rd and
Chris.
3.
Thanks, Chris. Tom Brady making his
All right, I do have to mute this game audio real quick. Hey, Mike Evans with a touchdown. I need that as well.
Bruce Arians and Tom Brady on the same page, I'm sure, for this game. On 3rd down and 2, Johnson the back.
All
He's
right,
their best
3rd and
pass
2.
protector of the running backs. Stafford has time. He can run for it.
Stafford runs it, gets the first down, and slides.
For the first down, right at
There we
5
go.
last week.
Let's go,
This is
Staff.
something that he does not want to do, but he does it well when he picks and chooses the times to get out of the pocket and make things happen with his legs.
Zone coverage, you saw the motion pre-snap, right? Matthew knows it is zone coverage, and then you see that kind of chasm open up in front of you, and yes, 12 years in, he's looking for completions, but in this league today, kind of like Kirk Cousins a week ago, you've got to use your legs at times to move those chains.
All right, Stafford.
Has to get rid of it. Pressure was on
Stafford
Pat
throwing
Messina.
it
That's
low.
all that.
He needs
I
to
know
stop
that
throwing it
Matt
low.
LaFleur was not real happy as good as they played.
2nd and 10.
They played in their opener with the pass rush.
Ball
of the
or
Green
clock
Bay
stopped at
defense.
2:39 in the first
Yeah,
quarter.
Last week.
On that play right here, I'm going to get to that play really quick. DeAndre Swift, young running back, he gets too deep into that screen that they tried to set up. So he got kind of clustered up with that line, the lineman, which eliminated the opportunity for Matthew
All
Stafford
right.
to have it.
2nd and 10. Plenty of time again, and Stafford delivers to Swift.
DeAndre Swift with the first down.
First down lines.
You know, I talked to one personnel guy this week, and he joked how wrong their evaluation
All
was
right,
this
first
season
and
ago.
10.
They didn't think the kid out of Wisconsin, Taylor, could catch it. He has 5 catches, and Swift, you know, who they loved out of the backfield at Georgia, well, he's got 2 critical drops a week ago, and I love this in the plan. There is no question that you're going to come back to the young rookie you took in the 2nd round. They've watched him for 6 weeks and know he can catch it. I love going back to the rook.
Pickup of 14. Peterson checks in at running back. Already a couple of catches.
All right, Adrian Peterson at running back gets the ball.
Inside the 15
Gain of about 1 on that play. 2nd and 9.
When he was let go by Washington, he had a chance. He said some contact from the Chiefs and the Eagles, but the Lions, he said, this is where I want to be. I have a chance really to impact the running game more immediately with Detroit.
Yeah, I really like Darrell Bevell's approach here. You have Adrian Peterson. We saw what he did last week, but he's not trying to force it up the middle. Even though Kenny Clark is out, we know that they're going to be moving around on that defensive line, trying to create a cluster in that center's position, but don't force it.
All right, Adrian Peterson gets to the outside, gets a first down, ball to the 10, and down at the 9.
Yeah, that is what you call
Well, out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
You know, I mean, you can't do it any better than
All right,
this.
AP.
Look at this, setting the edge out here. You're in that bunch formation, and you got to come down, and the whole crew, Marvin and Hawkinson and everybody sets the edge. And 28, AP is like, I'm not seeing that much green grass in some time.
Look at that opening at age 35.
There we go, AP.
A pickup of
Or should I say
25, but it's
AD
first and
all
goal
day?
Lions.
All right, ball at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Stafford in a shotgun, empty backfield.
Stafford throws.
Oh! Was looking for Marvin Hall.
Former Washington Husky was the target.
I got to be honest with you. You played
All
in this
right.
stadium a bunch, and you were saying it before the game, man. There's just not a lot
Second
of
and
juice
goal.
in here. And you feel it from this Packers
Ball at
defense,
the 9.
right? For Mike Pettin, he's got to be watching this, wondering who's going to energize this Packer crew.
You're exactly right. In the defensive side of the ball, the defenders, they
Appreciate
they
the
get
40 in the
energized
building.
with
If
the
you
crowd
haven't hit
more
that
than anyone.
thumbs up, definitely
6
do so.
defensive backs in for Green Bay.
All right,
Off to Swift.
Swift got a good yardage down at the 4-yard line.
Defensive stand as this first quarter winds down. This Packer defense. The Packer fans remember what happened in the championship game when they were run over by the 49ers, and they still were a little skeptical after.
What's
week
going
1.
on, Great
Remember
Cav?
that Week 6 matchup here. Detroit
Yes, I'm a
went up and
Detroit
down the
Lions
field.
fan.
Right, but you've got to finish. If you're going to beat Aaron Rodgers in this building, you're not going to beat him with field goals.
That's Swift in motion.
All right, empty backfield. Swift is out in the slot.
3rd and goal. Stafford fires. Caught.
Oh, is that a touchdown, Marvin? Is that a touch? Woo!
Falling forward.
Let's go! I needed that.
When he hauled it in.
Down the field, my targets that will not yield, and with a blue and silver way, stand and cheer the brave.
Rah, rah, rah.
Hard in the game, without a you will be your hand. Down the field again.
Oh, Lions victory. Go Lions.
By Jones. Remember,
All right.
Kenny Galladay for the 2nd straight
Matty
game at
Prater.
the receiver spot.
Set to kick the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good.
Great, huh?
Let's go.
Scraping
14 to
scraping the
3.
goal line? Is that the
There
concept?
is
You're
a
scraping
flag
the
on the
goal,
play,
you got
though.
a guy running to the flat. You
We got
a
4
vertical,
seconds
and then you
remaining in the
take a guy
first
like
quarter.
Marvin Jones and just sit him down right in the middle of that voided area.
Oh, that's facts,
touchdown reception. We're talking about that
Cinnamon.
before the game.
Let's hope it
Sneaky,
doesn't
right?
end
9
in,
years,
like, week
43
17.
times he's found pay dirt.
But I don't
that
think it will.
penalty
We do
flag.
have Matthew Stafford. That was a huge loss. It's proven that without Matthew Stafford, this team ain't the same. See what the refs say.
Offside. Defense. Number 90. Detroit elects to enforce that penalty on the kickoff.
Okay.
Stafford, the
We'll take
touchdown
that.
toss.
Let's go. We'll take that. They're going to elect to use that penalty on the ensuing kickoff. Well, hey, in David Blau's defense, he did enough to win games. It's our defense that let us down. Our defense was, as we call it in Infinite Sports Network, booty butt cheeks. Yeah, he's like Alex Caruso. What's going on, E-Dog? What's going on? Hey, just having some fun, man. Just having some fun. What you been up to, Peter? Let me see what my fantasy team is doing. Woo! 75 points already. Marvin Jones Jr., Mike Evans, both with double digits. Giannu Smith, tight end, with double digits. Christian McCaffrey, getting close to double digits. Denver defense got 4 points. I'm telling you, I hate WoW. I hate WoW. I hate WoW. WoW Cable sucks. WoW Cable is about to get a person having a rant video on to them.
They really have, and they should. They're a really good team on offense. They put up a lot of points.
What's going on, Ken?
In the first half and in the second quarter, their struggles
just lost 8 people in the chat because of WoW Cable. Thank you, WoW Cable.
But you do see them playing with more urgency. I don't think there's any question about that in these first 15 minutes.
And that's why their coach said, let's not look at that
All
fourth
right.
quarter. Let's look at the first three, what we could have done better.
Ball
to
at the
protect
25.
ourselves in that final quarter.
14-3. Packers with 3. Aaron Jones got it to the 30. Gain of 5.
That is the end of quarter number 1.
All right, that's the end of 1. So the Detroit Lions lead 14-3 after 1 quarter. What's going on, AT? Hey, I'm about to go pay that money and go get Xfinity. Like, I'm about to pay $200 to cancel WoW Cable and go pay whatever I need to pay for Xfinity because they're giving me way too many casualties. And I have a no casualty policy. Hey, Iron Man or Iron what do you call it? We keep a clean chat, but that was hilarious. Yeah, Xfinity is definitely where it's at. I mean, they don't have casualties. They're just too expensive, but hey, you pay for quality. Oh, facts, E-Dog. That totally got on my side of my mouth. But I'm still not happy about how the Lions are playing right now. I need to see more runs. Definitely need to see the Lions run the football more in the second quarter. All right, we're set to kick off with the second quarter.
It looked like somebody rolled into the lower part of his leg, and we'll check on that. He's off the field right now.
All right, let's go. Devontae Adams is out.
Rodgers with plenty of time.
Aaron Rodgers.
There is a flag down. Lazard can't haul it in at
Lazard
the
didn't get the pass, but there is a flag.
Corner Okuda,
who was involved in the moment.
Come on, rookie.
been physical. I mean,
Go with Devontae Adams.
He's
Prior to the pass, holding defense, number 24.
Oh, that's Amani Awarie.
He called it on Amani Aruwari.
And it was to the bottom of the screen, but I guess, you know, what's jumped out, Greg, to me, both these corners, Amani and Jeff.
Come on,
have been
Amari.
very,
Amani,
very
you've been in
physical
here
right
last
Look
year.
at the hands all over the receivers.
Yep, right there. You should have, at that first down marker, you should have let your hands go.
Number 24, excuse me. Fresh set of downs from just inside the 35.
All right, Aaron Jones.
And he gets up near
All right,
the
got a
40.
decent
Let's
gain
look
on that.
at Devontae Adams when he limped off. He's blocking. Blocking number 30. It was Okuda.
Just tweaks that right ankle a little bit.
And it only takes a little tweak when you're a receiver that relies on your shiftiness getting in and out of the breaks.
Ferraris.
His helmet back on before he took off his helmet when he walked over to the sideline. Aaron Jones in the slot as a receiver.
All right, Aaron Rodgers. Got it to Aaron Jones. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet. There is a flag on the play.
Prior to the pass, holding defense, number 24.
Again! Again!
Gained is a first down.
What are you doing? Amani, get it together!
From Penn State called for the infraction, and Devontae Adams is back in. Jen?
Chris, there was no way he was coming out of this.
Tired
game.
of
He
this
wants to
fool.
follow up that huge performance from last week. He waved.
I can understand if it's on Okuda. He's the rookie.
A little. He ran it off here on the sideline, buckled up his
You've been
shoes,
playing
and
last year.
Thumbs up.
Thank you very much. He has not been targeted yet. Of course, the Packers haven't had the ball a whole lot in that opening quarter. It was 10 minutes for the Lions, under 6 for the Packers. There is
All right, Devontae Adams got the first down. He's back in the game
And this
after
is
shaking
on
off the
young
minor injury.
rookie, Okuda in the slot. Look at the release here. It gives him a little inside stem. Gets Okuda to jump, lock his hips.
What's an inside stem?
Inside stem. He runs to the leverage of the defender, getting him to open up his hips so he knows where he's going, which is an outside breaking route. Great route by experienced Devontae Adams.
Picked up 11. Jamal Williams, the running back, who now comes to the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers throws it.
Inside the 25-yard line. Tyler Irvin
Gain of a
had
couple on
21-yard
that
run
play.
last week. That was the longest in that game. He's also a return specialist.
Irvin with that
I
reception.
guess Mr. Okuda has never seen a receiver do that to him at Ohio State. He had outside leverage, Greg. I mean, they purposely play that technique so you don't give up that outbreaking route.
But if he did his STEM research, and he did, you know, he asked his Ohio State coach early, still in
Okay,
college,
second
to
and
send
6,
him
Aaron Rodgers.
tape film of players in the NFL who release off the line so well, and of course,
In a
Devontae
shotgun.
Adams was one of those he was studying before he knew he'd be starting against him in his first NFL game. Time for Rodgers. Inside the 15, it's
All right,
Alan
Lazard got the first down.
Well, we saw it a week ago. If you're going to give Aaron Rodgers this much space in the pocket, you have no chance. I mean, but really both quarterbacks.
That's facts. I don't know where the pass rush is coming from.
You're going to see
this is not even what do you call it on the field.
Earlier, the Buckeyes versus the Wolverines. But if you play man-to-man, anybody who's watched the big game knows this is what you do. You run away from those man-to-man coverage guys, and if you don't get to Aaron,
this pass rush is going to get me upset this year.
7 out of 11 now, 76 yards. Jones.
Oh my goodness, up the middle. Gain of 4 on that.
I want to go back to something you said, Brock, about just the defenders of the Detroit Lions.
It's right up the gut.
Line of scrimmage being physical. But when you have a pass
Danny Shelton, that's your man.
Offense, as we've seen in week 1 in this Matt LaFleur-driven offensive scheme, the only way to disrupt that timing is to get your hands on the receivers at the line of scrimmage. It throws off timing. It throws off the quarterback's rhythm. He has to start to check it down and find different ways out of that, of what he really wants to do.
Devontae Adams, top of your screen. Jones the back. Jones the carry.
All right, Aaron Jones, gain of a couple on that.
It'll be third down.
And it's almost
third down.
You know Green Bay is going to move this ball 20-20. I mean, you just get
Lions need a fumble or an interception on this. They are too close to the goal line.
Trubisky just 4 times. Those big hogs like Shelton will, be pretty good against the run. But these are the downs and distance. This is a 4-point play. This third down is a 4-point play here in the red zone. Holding to a field goal in the last possession, critical to do it here.
And also an area where they might go for it on 4th. They already went on 4th and 6. Trailing by 11. Quick snap.
All right.
Rodgers pass is complete.
Oh my goodness, wide open. Aaron Jones with a touchdown.
And that's just tough. I mean, that is a quick count, right? You see how quick they huddled up, Greg? They know what they want to do. They want to get their back, Aaron Jones, on the middle linebacker, Davis. So that's a quick huddle, quick count right to the line of scrimmage.
What's going on in more, John?
And this is all on your quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He tells these guys he's identified something. He gets them up to the line of scrimmage. We saw all of the receivers break the huddle quick, get lined up, because they knew that they can create that cluster in that traffic jam.
All right. Crosby's kick is up, and it's good. It is 14-10. Green Bay cuts it within 4. Yeah, this defense is hashtag booty butt cheeks. That defense says it is non-existent. Key to the Detroit Lions winning games this year: offense, you got to score 60 points. Because if you have to give it to your defense, zero faith. Hey, it is definitely on the coach's. It was definitely his fault. You know why, John? It was his fault.
Dude, you've got one job.
Get your guys ready. You got one job. Get your guys ready. You have your guys, according to what you told in person to the Gridiron Blitz. You have your guy. Get your guys ready. So it's definitely his fault. I know one thing. Lions got to start running that football more. Limit your times where you got to play defense. Keep running that ball. Keep running that ball. Keep running that ball. Oh, I love what Adrian Peterson's doing. I think he's helping opening up other holes for the depth at running back as well. Because I've seen some good runs by DeAndre Swift. I've seen some good runs by Kerryon Johnson. And I think a year ago, those same holes wouldn't be open. Yeah, but I mean, you can't blame it on errors from the players, but why are these players, picking up back-to-back penalties, holding plays? Like, you got to tell them, hey, you've been here. Play like you've been here before.
Spirit of the.
Oh, still got some copywritten music.
Away at the next home game with
All right, Crosby kicks it off.
That bright out the sun. He's just going Hollywood.
And we got a touchback. Ball's going to be at the 30 or the 25-yard line.
Touchdowns at Lambeau.
Oh, I do have to mute the game audio real quick.
And I had to be a little limber, had to warm the legs up, the hamstrings up a little bit, but I got up there still.
It's not as easy as they make it look, though.
It's not.
Meanwhile, we got a 14-10 game. Can the Packer defense not stop, just slow down the Lions and Stafford?
All right, carry on.
Johnson.
Got to 30.
We've seen Adrian Peterson.
Gained a little bit more.
DeAndre Swift as well with a couple of catches.
About 7 yards on that play.
League, we saw 87 touchdowns scored. That was a record for week 1. We're watching offenses
gained
go up
8
and
on
down
that
the
play.
field.
All right.
And
I'll
we
take
talk
the 8.
about the home crowd and the effect it has on these quarterbacks. There is no question it is affecting Greg. It's about the third time I've said it, but this defense right now is just not playing with much juice.
Lions are averaging almost 6 yards a carry on the ground. These quarterbacks are not getting harassed by the defense. Somebody's got to gamble here at some point. Johnson into a crowd.
All right, carry on. Looks like maybe a gain of 1 on that play.
I want to point out Kerryon Johnson.
Oh, if AP was in his prime, or I'm sorry, AD.
Adrian Peterson coming on
because his nickname is not AP, it's AD. All day.
Johnson, when you're in that same locker room,
in his prime with this team,
as a guy like Adrian Peterson,
hey, let's go.
You get a little motivated. Yep. And that's what we're seeing out of Kerryon Johnson.
That'd be a secret weapon nobody would want.
It's a big third down.
Kerryon Johnson.
Oh, carry on with the first. Let's go.
Their leading rusher the last couple of seasons, but the knock is, affected by injury. Still wearing a knee brace. They just want a guy that they can count on. Thus, picking up Adrian Peterson to add some juice to that running back room, along with drafting in the second round DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, I think that's
all right. Carry on, still staying in.
You bring in Adrian Peterson, but you got in Swift a guy that has taken your 2-minute drive. That's taken some of those third down snaps away from you. Hungry running backs, incentivized running backs, a good thing in this league.
All right, Marvin Jones Jr. in motion. Play action. Throws it down. Oh, and was looking for Marvin Jones. Jair Alexander with the pass breakup.
He knows Darrell Bevel loves to run the ball and then max protect. It's just a 2-man route. And this is where you miss Galladay big time.
And Darrell Bevel, offensive coordinator, early 90s. He was a Badger quarterback. There's the protection you're talking about.
Great protection, but Greg, you got to win a one-on-one.
All right, 2nd and 10.
And right there, Mike Pettin trusts his guys in the secondary, Kevin King, Jair Alexander, to handle those one-on-ones.
Peterson in the backfield. There goes Jones again now to the other side.
Jones in motion.
Stafford to throw.
Stafford throws it. Looking for Amendola, was way too high for him.
This is the first 3rd and long for this Lions team.
All right, 3rd and 10.
Stayed out of 3rd and long.
And Matthew, I think, is looking at that replay. You see it right there. He knows he had it. That's the exact play you want. Little rub route with Amendola.
All right, Lions are 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. Can we do it one more time?
That's going to be a big chunk play to Amendola. They just can't connect.
Perfect on 3rd down conversions already. 4 out of 4 for this Lions offense. But they need to get to the 47.
All right, Stafford throws it. Oh, got it to Amendola. Ball at the 50. Let's go.
That's It's far too easy, and you got Chandon Sullivan there playing that slot on Amendola.
All right,
and speaking
less
with
than
Matthew
8 minutes
Stafford,
left in the
third
half.
downs, he's looking for his guy, Danny Amendola, in the slot to win, and that's exactly what he did. A savvy slot receiver understands leverage, breaks out on that outcut.
It feels like 7-on-7 to me.
Well, 13-yard pickup on their
All right.
third possession, and they haven't been stopped. Stafford wants more. And
Oh, come on.
but I can't
Through the
reach
hands of Marvin
to
Jones.
Let's get a game break with Carissa.
Thanks so much, Chris. Rams up 14.
Oh, I do have to mute that. All right. Did Jared Goff score again? All right. Let's go. Let's go. I need that.
Nothing as they play in the second quarter.
All right, we are back from the game break.
With Brock Hewitt, Greg Jennings, Chris Myers, and Jen Hale. NFL on Fox from Lambeau. Quick pass. Agnew.
Jamal Agnew, no gain on that play. Third down.
We saw him right in the hip of Jones on that deep over.
There is a flag down, came after.
Oh, there's a
Brock.
flag.
Looks like we have an injured player. And that looks like Lancaster, Tyler Lancaster on that defensive line.
All right,
of
Tyler
Green Bay.
Lancaster is
Something
down.
that they can't have if he is injured, because they don't have a lot of jerseys at that position right now. Got the guys up.
They do have Montrevious Adams active, who missed game one, and then Willington Prevalon called up from the practice squad.
No, they were
Free
just
agent
doing
who
game
could help
breaks.
in the middle, with Kenny Clark out with a groin injury. Again, last
Personal
year.
foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense, number 76. After the play occurred, so the down will count. Be 15 yards to the end of the run. Play third down.
Obushi.
Obushi
Don't
called
get me angry.
for the infraction.
I'm already mad that
on
you
the
on
line.
this team.
It's good to see him.
Like
up
I
and
said,
walking.
Yeah, and he rolled
when the
right into
53-man
leg of
roster came out,
Lancaster. You're gonna see
can we
right here
get
at the
1
very end,
year
right side of the screen,
without
he comes
Ode
in,
Ibushi and Kenny
Thankfully for Tyler, that
freaking
ankle on
Wiggins?
That foot is not buried completely underneath him. A little bit like Devontae earlier. Nice to see him walk off on his own power.
And the officials walking off the penalty. Moves the ball back just inside the 35 of the Lions.
And you love Ibushi's. You know, we've seen it early here. He's filling in for Joe Dahl, who's on IR. He's a physical guy. He's an active guy. But that time you can't.
I want
go
Logan
after this.
Stenberg
Third and
in.
25, so
I want
the
Mr.
obvious
Nasty
defensive backs
on
in
this
for Green
offensive
Bay.
line.
And Stafford breaking through, putting some pressure on, but they set up a screen to Hawkinson, the tight end.
Hawkinson.
To be short of the first down. And the Packer defense finally stops the Lions.
It's a big
All right,
stop for the Green
they
Bay
are
Packers
about
to get
to
the ball
punt,
back in the hands
and I
of their
gotta fix the
offense
spanner.
and Aaron Rodgers, and
I
allow
don't know
them
what's
to
going
create
on.
some momentum for this team. That
Shout out
we
to
obviously
Miss
can't
Johnson. Appreciate
see
you.
the crowd or have the crowd here in the stadium, so they need that offense to rile it up a little bit so they can have some energy going into the second quarter, into the halftime.
On a
All
4th
right.
and 15, Jack Fox.
Jack Fox.
Signed as an undrafted
4th and
free agent
15.
by Kansas City.
Set
Did a
to
good
punt.
job punting last week in his debut with the Lions. Over a 49-yard gross. You hear the boom
All
out
right.
of that one.
Punt is up.
Sails out of bounds. Check the exact spot to see where Rodgers and the Packer.
All right. I do have to mute the game audio. As soon as the game resumes, I will be resuming the game audio. Shout out to the 37 in the building. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, definitely do so. Helps the YouTube push this channel out. And if you haven't voted, up on top, if you want the Detroit Lions, put exclamation point votes with a space. And Lions, if you want the Packers, put exclamation point votes with a space. And Packers, don't miss your chance to vote. We do have an hour and 33 minutes remaining to vote. I will be doing Sunday Night Football. That will be tonight. And I'll be doing Monday Night Football as well. E-Dog, have you voted? If you haven't voted, definitely vote. Put exclamation point vote with a space and Lions. And then it'll register on this poll that's right behind me. All right, Morgan Beeland says, vote Packers. What's going on, Morgan? Welcome to the building. Tell you what, your Packers are looking good. Only thing they need to do is get more pressure. But real talk, I think the Packers are playing down to the Lions level.
Opener, they have
all right, we are back. We got 6:07 remaining in the first half. It is 14-10.
11-0-1 during that stretch, trailing by 4.
Packers down 4, but have the football.
Jamal Williams, the back, and then he moves as Davante Adams moves into the slot.
All right, play action. Aaron Rodgers still on the move. He's in the end zone. He's out. He's going to take off. Gain of about 6, maybe 7 on that play.
We knew this was going to be a game of matchups, and Detroit is going to have to put their
I got to mute. Got to mute. There is copyright music. Miss Johnson says, vote for the Lions. Appreciate that.
Back out of the back.
Oh, there's still some copyright music.
Adams, Chris, winning
all
those
right, we back.
Your backers and safeties will be a huge key throughout.
Jamal Williams with the first down. Got it up to the 29.
Tave with him. He only had 11 touches in the opener.
Looks like Jelani Tavai made the tackle.
Guy, Jamal Williams, who they absolutely loved coming back.
And indeed he did.
This offseason in training camp. And he's one of those guys, again, in a room that is stacked with running back talent, that when his number is called, he makes the most.
Jamal Williams has 2 rushes for 18 yards. He's in the backfield now.
He picked up 11.
Lazard in motion. Williams picked up about 4, maybe 5 on that play.
This is something I know that LaFleur wants to do with his
second down.
He got all 4 of them some playing time before, I guess, early into the second quarter, and part of that is to make sure a guy like Aaron Jones is well rested in the second half when you might need him.
I think the second half of the season as well.
All right, pick up a 4, 2nd and 6.
NFC championship game contender a year ago. They're not just looking to win 9 or 10, Chris. This is a
little over 4 minutes to play
in January, and hope to have all our horses in the stable
in the first half.
This is Williams' turn. We saw Aaron Jones earlier. Rodgers.
Oh, got a first down. Davante Adams down at midfield.
This is just too easy. Again, you get the disguised split because you bring Tyler Irvin in motion. You have Davante Adams on a young rookie, Jeff Okudah. Again, it's at the top of the route where he makes things happen. His separation.
Davante Adams already has 2 receptions for 28 yards.
That's on his back hip. Look like it's just
Aaron Rodgers is 9 for 13 for 100 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions.
Number 17 picked up 17 on first down.
Oh, Irving. There is a flag on the play. Was a positive gain. Let's see what the penalty says.
Holding. Offense. Number
Oh.
69. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's on the veteran, David Bakhtiari, at least called
Bakhtiari with the
You don't
holding
see
call.
him beat very often, if ever. An inside move here actually gets him here at the bottom of the screen. It's a nice power move by Trey Flowers.
Trey Flowers doing the business on Bakhtiari. I like to see that.
Maybe just
First
a
and
little bit of an
20.
overstep. Trey Flowers feeling that, getting inside and forcing the negative play.
Maybe with Collins, the best defensive players that the Lions have out there. On first and 20.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers is loose.
This is complete.
Got it to
Valdez
Scantling.
4 catches last week, moves upfield. He's the fastest of the Packer receivers. Did have overcome a couple of drops
All right.
last week.
2nd and 12, gain of 8.
21.1 miles an hour, in fact. You ever put that on the treadmill, Chris, and tried to run 21.1 on the treadmill?
I'm usually eating ice cream, watching TV when I'm on the treadmill.
That is flying.
Beto Scantling has 2 receptions for
During the
23
2-minute
yards.
warning. Yeah, we asked Matt Patricia about the fastest player on defense, and he really didn't have an answer for us. But he said they would keep an eye on MVS, where Valdez Scantling is on the field with help. Looks like he's one-on-one. Safety drops back, and an Aaron Jones run.
Aaron Jones.
Should take us to the 2-minute warning. Packers facing a 3rd down. They've already
3rd
gone
down.
for it on 4th. 5th time.
All right, I do have to mute it. We are at the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd down and 7. As soon as the game resumes from the 2-minute warning, I will be resuming the game audio. If you haven't hit those thumbs up, definitely do so. Let me see where I'm at with fantasy football. Oh, my God. Hey, we almost at 100 points, and we haven't even played a first half of football yet. I like that. Mike Evans already with 20 points. Giannu Smith, 15, almost 16 points. All right, let's go. Hey, there we go. Alden Smith, welcome back to the NFL. Already got 2 points. Oh, Corey Davis almost has 10. All right, let me check my other league. First time checking this league. And, oh, it's a close one. What is Delvin Cook? You need to start rushing. Miles Sanders is not doing well. Devontae Adams got me 4.8. Crosby got me 4. Leonard Fournette, are you kidding me? You got 11 points. Tampa Bay defense got 16 points on the bench. Hey, you know what I got to think about that one?
Got him!
That's what happens when you put your best players on the bench. But I do have the Ravens defense, so it ain't too crazy. That's crazy, though. Well, I might be 1-1 this week.
Adams.
All right, we are back.
Of your screen. He's got a couple
Last
of
2 minutes of the ball or the first half.
On a 3rd and 7, if man-to-man, Rodgers has the time.
All right, Rodgers throws it down. Oh!
Incomplete.
Valdez-Scantling, he might be injured.
He looks to be in pain.
He might be, yep, he is he is hurting.
So that's man-to-man
He isn't
coverage
hurt.
underneath.
Yeah, okay.
And the veteran Harmon is reading that the whole way. Pretty good job underneath. But
It's 4th and 7, but
Valdez-Scantling
Valdez-Scantling
coming in at the very end.
is hurt.
That's a good defensive play of not having helmet-to-helmet contact. We hope that Valdez-Scantling is okay.
This will be Green Bay's second timeout of the half.
All right, we got a timeout. Under 2 minutes, they are required to take a timeout for injuries. I will say this. I never want to see a player injured, so hopefully it's not too severe. Because one thing I do know is good sportsmanship goes a long way. So hopefully Valdez-Scantling is not injured too bad. Just like when Davante Adams went down with a little calf injury. It wasn't too severe. He came back and has been performing decent. I will probably think that they're going to make some halftime adjustments and probably target Okudah being a rookie. So I do expect Davante Adams to kind of have a little bit better second half. But I do want to see some adjustments from the Detroit Lions and run the football more. Yeah, Okudah definitely is getting baptized. Baptized under fire. Which, hey, you know what? If you're going to do it, today's a perfect day. You got one of the best receivers in the NFC North in Davante Adams. Put him on him. Hey, get baptized. Baptized under fire.
Scantling was able to get up and head over to the Packer sideline.
All right, he is headed to the blue tent.
The blue injury tent. They're going for it, passing up, playing the field position game, and again with Aaron Rodgers, who is the king.
All right, they're going for it.
He may try to just get the Lions to jump. You like this aggressive move? They went for it earlier.
It is 4th and 7.
Field position here. If you miss this, you're already trailing by 4. You're giving Stafford easy field with 3 timeouts.
Yeah, Slay's rookie number was 30. Yeah, he's trying to get the... Yep, he's trying to get him to jump. Takes a 5-yard penalty.
Drops, and they're going to try to punt it away now. They're going to get the ball. The Packers set to get it to start the second half.
I would have thought.
All right, Lions got a minute 54 to make a play.
Still 4th down.
But if you get 5 there and all of a sudden it's 4th and 1, you're probably going.
Absolutely, and you have to try because Aaron Rodgers, throughout his career, he's been so good with his cadence. But Matt Patricia, that defensive line, they understand who they're playing, and they understand what he does well. Great job of holding the water.
You know, they emphasized that this week, and when we spoke with the Lions, they all pointed that out, that they weren't going to fall victim. But other teams say that and still do. J.K. Scott.
All right, the punt is up.
Agnew will let it drop and roll out of bounds.
All right.
Spotted around the 7-yard line where the Lions
All
will
at
take
the
over
7,
leading by
145.
Now this from Lowe's.
I do have to mute the game audio real quickly as they switch sides. Ball's going to be at the 7-yard line for Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. They got 1 minute and 45 seconds to score, and the Packers will receive the second half kick. So this possession is very critical for the Detroit Lions.
5-yard
All
punt
right,
without
we
a
back.
return by Scott. 7-yard line spotted. All 3 timeouts for Stafford and the Lions. See how aggressive they want to be. Backed up.
All right, DeAndre Swift got it to the 11.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness. Couldn't they do the game break while they were switching sides? All right, that is Julio Jones, I believe, with the touchdown.
10 here. Stafford to throw on the move if he can.
Matthew Stafford.
He's going to be sacked right at the goal line. Zadarius Smith, excuse me.
Zadarius Smith
wouldn't let go of him.
got
this
the
is a coverage
sack.
This is also a sack that if I'm Matthew Stafford, you can't take this sack. You're a veteran quarterback.
No, you got to throw the stupid ball away. Learn where you can hold it. Learn where you can throw it.
Well, and look what this does now. Green Bay's able to take their timeout, puts the ball on the 1-yard line. I'm sorry, Chris, but I run it 3 times, and I go in to halftime with a 4-point lead in this building.
If you're the Lions, you don't be aggressive.
No.
When you run a 2-minute offense, the number one harped upon deal is we can't take a sack. We can't take a sack.
All right. Green Bay is out of timeouts. Detroit has all 3.
That's the first sack of the game. And a big one for Green Bay's defense. It'll be up to Adrian Peterson to try to dig out of that hole, and he at least gives them some room as a flag comes in as he falls across the 5-yard line.
You got a flag on the play.
To be aggressive, but inside your
That
10-yard line, when you've
was
got a lead in this
Adrian
building going
Peterson.
half,
Got it to the 5-yard line.
And if this is on the Lions, it's going to stop the clock, which helps Green Bay even more. If you accept, obviously, you would give them another opportunity depending on the penalty.
Holding. Offense number 76.
Dang!
That penalty is declined. Brings up 4th down.
Is it just me, or is Cleveland used this COVID time to just get ripped?
No, he's always been that way.
Well,
Former quarterback at Nebraska.
I don't know. He's fit.
All right.
But to your point,
Jack Fox didn't do nothing on that drive. It's 4th and 12. Jack Fox got to help get us some field position.
Is Clete Blakeman. Sure Ed's watching somewhere. Officiating from his couch. Booming it out of there. Jack Fox.
All right. Fair catch. 41-yard line.
For the Packers who have the football. Let's check in
1 minute.
in Los Angeles.
All right, and I do have to mute the game audio. Soon as it comes back for the last minute of the half, I will be resuming the game audio. Appreciate the 40 in the building. If you haven't voted, definitely vote. It is exclamation point votes, Lions, or exclamation point vote with a space, and Packers.
Right there, like Matt Patricia, you can't do that in this building. Not against
Also,
Rodgers.
if you hit that thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it.
As they tried to draw him off when Forsythe had just 1 left, you could have run out the clock, and instead you give him the ball with 1 minute to go in great field position.
Yep.
They used their last timeout, obviously, to force the
All right,
clock to
Rodgers
stop.
throws it. Valdez-Scantling.
Makes a spectacular catch and gets hit hard.
Let's see what there is a flag on that plate. If it's on Detroit, it looks like it might be.
It was ruled a catch.
It's going to be a first down.
But that's out of bounds.
Oh, he's out of bounds. Wait.
Flag came immediately on the hit.
And I think Valdez-Scantling say, really? I just visited the tent the last play.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. However, you have a personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 25. 15 yards from the previous spot. First down.
All right, I hate to correct Cleat Blakeman, but they ruled it a catch. At least one official did on the field. Either way, saw the foot out of bounds and then the penalty.
Yeah, but you just alluded to it, Brock. This is a guy who just the series before took a hit that sent him to the sideline. He gets back up, and we talk about the confidence and the trust that Aaron Rodgers has.
Yep,
it's because of
more
that.
errors.
On the same kind of throw, Mike Pereira, our rules analyst, looking on. Mike?
We thought they called it complete, which it clearly wasn't, but he's still a defenseless receiver, and you can't hit as a defenseless receiver in the head or neck area, period, even if it's with your shoulder.
The league need to grow some pairs.
The right call for shoulder to head or neck area.
Thank you very much, and the right call by Rodgers.
All right, Devontae Adams. Spin move.
The 40, here comes another flag.
Looks like it might be a horse collar. On Will freaking Harris again.
Be a horse collar. He pulled him by the back of the jersey. You can't do it.
Now you could grab the hair if you want. That's legal.
You can definitely
One
grab
job
the hair,
you
which
got.
is new.
Square him up and tackle.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 25, the horse collar tackle. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down, Green Bay.
So back-to-back penalties, not only yardage, but
And
stopping
back-to-back first downs you gave
Once
him.
again, you just
What
went
are you
right off
doing?
the ball, teaching the
This
little rookie
defense
lesson
is
about
trash.
releases. And was that the hair?
No.
Nope, he's just underneath. He's right on that nameplate.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be in the horse collar, as Mike Pereira has explained to us before. So the nameplate area. That's back-to-back penalties, both on Will Harris and from the 24-yard line. Rodgers.
Back-to-back first downs. You
46
cannot
seconds,
give
no
Aaron
timeouts.
freaking Rodgers top field position like this. Yep, first down again. Down at the, looks like might be the 11-yard line.
Clock running.
Got 35 seconds.
It's a great cut by Jamal Adams
Yep,
there.
ball at the 11.
Cut, see that hole and get north.
I smell a touchdown.
So they can still get another first down before getting a touchdown.
Oh, incomplete pass.
Excellent defense by
19
the
seconds.
Lions. Christian Jones, former Chicago Bear from Florida State.
These plays in the momentum gain going into halftime, we watched it with Matt LaFleur a week ago. Right, the Kirk Cousins interception and the touchdown, and then coming out of halftime is where you can really differentiate yourself, especially at home. By the way, the Lions did a phenomenal job of it a week ago, but when you're playing a
What's
Hall
going
of
on,
Fame
Nico?
quarterback and you give him an extra possession with field position, you're just simply playing with fire.
Yeah, how important is that?
All right,
time
ball
out
at the
earlier that
11.
Packers had to burn
Second
when
and
they had
10, 19
miscommunication
seconds
in the opening
remain.
quarter. Time for Rodgers. End zone.
Rodgers.
Packers.
Touchdown.
Tanyan, there is a flag down on the
Tanyan.
other side of the field.
Like I said,
Check the flag, but Tanyan
you
is the one
don't
who had
give
the
Aaron
drop
Rodgers that much yardage. You gave him 30 freaking yards.
The pass, holding defense, number 29. Penalties decline. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Touchdown stands, and that's 2 for Aaron Rodgers today.
And this is a great concept. This is a great route by Robert Tanyan. He's running a deep corner.
Same
to the back
old
pylon, but it's a corner
Lions.
stop. And what that means
Trash
is he's gonna run
on
to that back pylon,
defense.
stop, put on the brakes. He's the only one that knows it.
I'm
This
about
quarterback
to
puts the
make
ball
a
where it needs to
rant
be.
after
Tracy
this
Walker
game. Kick is up and
allows
kick
a
is
touchdown.
good.
Big touchdown
Crosby.
right here for the Green Bay Packers.
An undrafted free agent by Detroit.
17 to
signed in
14.
2017, but with the Packers.
And the Green Bay Packers get the ball to start the second half.
Well, we get to see Matthew Stafford, who played baseball as a
All right, I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials as soon as the game resumes. For the last couple seconds, I will be resuming the game audio. Yeah, it is being too nice.
Just penalties of aggression, right? He's trying to separate the ball and bring people down, but those matchups of backs and tight ends on safeties, can you win them? And ultimately, these last couple possessions, and I don't know about you, Greg, but that was a tremendous. When you get that defender on the ground with your stopping of your route.
Woo! Miles Sanders scored a touchdown.
Agnew will not have a chance. You know, coaches talk about marrying the offense and
All right,
the defense.
ball's going to be at the 25-yard line.
Perfect example of
14 seconds remain.
Of course, the
Lions have all 3 timeouts.
Aaron Rodgers and the offense did.
Yeah, there's no question. Just, these quarterbacks, especially in these
Lions are down 3.
September, where at the line of scrimmage, there's no havoc, there's no chaos, there's easy communication.
Absolutely, John.
And it's one thing to run a fade stop.
No accountability.
To run a corner stop. The elite ones make it look really easy.
Lions had led the whole way in this first half. Sound familiar? We have another half to go, don't worry. But now the Packers lead by 3 and 3 timeouts for Stafford.
All right, Stafford throws it. Got it to Swift. Swift. All right, call that timeout.
And a timeout used by Detroit.
There you go. Saved 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Got a first down.
Yeah, and going into the half, you got 6 seconds.
What's going on at Zay? Yeah, I'm going to do the Raiders game tomorrow.
You have 6 seconds.
I'm doing the Monday night football game, Sunday night game. I did the Thursday night game. That's going to be my schedule all season. Every single Thursday night game, every single Sunday night game, and every single Monday night game.
Or get a play, get a timeout, and try a long field goal.
I think they put 7 seconds on. Do you have a time for an in-cut timeout? And Matt Prater, you got one of the best distance quarterbacks.
One of my favorite quarterbacks is Drew Brees, so I got to do his game.
Prater went 3 for 4 in the opener, but missed on a 55-yard try.
All right.
Quick pass in the middle of the field, and Hockenson slides
Hockenson
down in a hurry with time on
got
the
in
clock.
field goal range, called the timeout. 2 seconds remain. Prater.
Prater in his 14th season. Another guy who was originally signed as an undrafted free agent.
All right, let's go, Prater.
Was made about the
Let's make it up from last week.
55-yard field goal a week ago in the 4th quarter. To me, that's the right decision. And Matt Patricia knows in Prater, you've got the kicker that's kicked more 50-plus field goals.
In Prater we trust. Let's go. Let me hide that scoreboard so I don't see what happens.
Not going to attempt it from 63.
Yeah, looks like they're going to try a Hail Mary. He holds the NFL
What?
record, a 64-yard field goal.
They're going to go for a Hail Mary?
Denver.
Oh, my goodness.
That breeze, and even for Prater, that's too much distance.
This would have been a 62-yard try. Instead, it's Stafford as the Packers drop 5 defensive backs inside the 10-yard line. Wow. A flag. Now, that might change things if the Packers jumped.
And Preston Smith did.
All right, Preston Smith looks like to jump off sides.
Potentially by one of the the Detroit Lions there on offense.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 91, unimpeded the quarterback. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Now Prater's going to come out because it.
Let's go. Let's go.
57
Woo!
yards.
That's well done, by the way. With a timeout, you're trying to hard count. LaFleur wants it the other way. And that's the Lions playing Aaron Rodgers game. And Matthew Stafford using that cadence to get the veteran Smith to jump.
To tie the game with 3 seconds remaining.
All right, let's tie this bad boy up. 57-yarder. Matty Prater. The kick is up.
From 57, it's up there.
And the kick is off.
The mark there. Valued attempt.
Dude, you've got one job. Dude, you've got one job. Dude, you've got one job.
One job. Kick the field goal. What are you doing? Oh. This team is trash. Fire Bob Quinn. Fire Matt Patricia. Fire everybody. Trade everybody. I want a complete rebuild. If you're not a 1 to 2 year player, you're gone. Tracy Walker, you can stay. Outside of that, goodbye, everybody. I'm tired of this. Prater can't even kick a 50-yarder. Jason Hanson can. Shout out to Jason Hanson, who is on the ballot for the Hall of Fame. I'm tired of this team. If we lose today, I might not do no more Lions games. Like, the stupid stuff that we've been doing, I'm tired of it. You know what? Give me Steven Gostkowski. Because guess what? He's a Patriot guy. And that's what we like to bring in here. All these stupid Patriot guys. Yeah, what has it got us? It ain't got us nothing. All these stupid Patriots guys. Oh, we're going to do the Patriot way. Sorry, you can't do the Patriot way because you ain't got Bill Belichick. Newsflash. Man, Mondo, this is super typical. We're stupid out here getting all these stupid New England Patriot guys. You ain't got Bill Belichick. You can't be no New England Patriot. You know, tonight I am going to go on a rant video. First one on Troxel Sports Talk. We're going to call it the rant video. Absolutely, John. Why don't you just do it your own way? Make your own stamp. That's what Bill Belichick did in his career. Because you know what? Bill Belichick was an actual quality control player or quality control coach here in Detroit. And guess what we do? We let him walk. So sick and tired of this franchise, man. They need to get it together or sell the stupid team. This fan base deserves better. We work our tails off Monday through Saturday so we can make the games on Sunday. And this is the crap that they put out for us. Can't kick a stupid 50-yard field goal. You got one job. What are you doing? Yeah, the Lions do waste so much talent. They wasted Calvin Johnson. They wasted Barry Sanders, who, yes, is better than, what's his face, Emmitt Smith. He would have been the all-time rushing guy. And what do? We can't even kick a 50-yard field goal. You missed a 55-yarder in Detroit in a freaking dome, and then you missed a 57-yarder here. Oh, appreciate that, Jeffrey. Absolutely, Mondo. We should have more than 14 points. Aaron Rodgers shouldn't be on the field that much. But what happens? You give him 30 freaking yards on back-to-back plays. What are you doing? What are you doing giving Aaron Rodgers 30 points? 30 yards. 30 yards. For Aaron Rodgers, you might as well put him on the goal line. Because you give him 30 yards on stupid penalties, it's a walk-in touchdown for him. I would have been shocked if it would have been a field goal. Absolutely, we do need to run more. I don't know what it is. Are we allergic to running? I'm serious. Are the Detroit Lions allergic to running the football? And that's going to be my video too. Is the Detroit Lions allergic to running? Because obviously you go and do it, and then you go and freaking go away from it. You do the shotgun stuff. You do this. You do that. What are you doing? Just play football. Keep it simple, stupid. Matt Patricia, you're gone. If I'm the GM today, Matt Patricia, Bob Quinn, you're gone. Goodbye. Yeah, they're wasting Stafford's career too. That's why I am 0-16 till proven otherwise. This franchise can't even. You let Mitchell Trubisky look like a real stupid quarterback. Guess what? Mitchell Trubisky is a bum quarterback. Always has been a bum quarterback. Have you ever heard of a quarterback coming out of North Carolina and being something special? No. But the Chicago Bears go and use all their trade assets and go and trade up and go get him. And you made him look like a real quarterback. And then you turn around the very next week and you give Aaron Rodgers 30 yards on back-to-back-to-back plays. Back-to-back-to-back plays. Give him 10 yards each. Well, technically 15, 15, and another 10. So technically that's 40 yards you gave Aaron Rodgers. If you want to be super technical about it, like I do want to be super technical about it, because our defense is that big of a trash can. You know the little saying, what's in common with the Green Bay Packers and Waste Management? They both got the same colors. What's the difference between the Detroit Lions and being Waste Management? Nothing, because they're trash. My team is trash. I can't stand this organization. They can't do the simple things like run the stupid ball, play solid defense. When have the Detroit Lions ever won anything with a 3-4 defense? They haven't. Every time they've done something good, it's always been out of a 4-3 defense. They want to do the stupid Patriot way. They could take that Patriot way, turn it sideways, shine it up real nice and pretty, and shine it up where the sun don't shine. Because it ain't going to work here in Detroit. In Detroit, we are the black and blue division. You run the football, you play solid defense, and you might just win the game. Absolutely, John. Well, I got to go fill up my water and take a quick break. I will be back. We will have probably a rant during this game. Like, I ain't even playing with this team no more. I was trying to be nice after a good draft, saying 9-7, and ironically, 9-7 ain't good enough, according to Bob Quinn. So I was kind of being a little pessimist. Yeah, no. But you know what? I'm going back to my last year's roots, 0-16 till proven otherwise. Prove to me you're a real stupid franchise. But with that being said, I'll be back. You guys stay tuned. We're going to have a lit second half. All right, there we go. We are back. And the Green Bay Packers did just score.
I mean, there is no defender in that front seven getting away. And there's the speed and explosion of Jones to split the safety.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
That's now his 11th touchdown in the last 8 games, and we still have a half to go.
Yeah, you talk about starting fast, and what you don't
Detroit Lions are now down 10 points.
Lions is exactly what we just saw. A run right up the middle. Easy for Aaron Rodgers to just turn around.
Aaron Jones, right up the middle, scored a touchdown on a massive play.
Easy as we just saw.
I mean, I'm sorry, Chris. You've just got to shed blocks. I mean, it's not just getting in your gap and gap integrity.
Keep getting these stupid Patriot players.
And when you don't, a player with Jones' explosiveness busts the angles of those safeties.
You had to be impressed with his breakaway speed once he got into the clear. That was a career-long 75-yard touchdown run.
Career-long 75 yards you just gave Aaron Jones.
I mean, he has every right to be styling after that type of a run and acceleration that we saw.
Do they say, show me the money? Is that what it says?
Exactly.
You saw a lot of other people getting contract extensions or new contracts, and that goes
Kick is fumbled.
through the hands of,
and it is a touchback.
And thanking those that made it happen for him.
It is hard to beat safeties in this league, but the elite running backs will tell their guys, hey man, you just get a body on a body, and it's my job to beat those 2 safeties.
They're discussing if he touched the outside of the end zone.
Yeah, Lions do suck at drafting.
The ball crossed over. It looks like the officials say it's okay. So it's out to the 25-yard line for Stafford.
How about coming into half and out of half? You can't do it better than the Packers just did.
Adrian Peterson the carry. Nowhere to go.
All right, no gain on that play.
Well, that's setting the edge, right? And if anybody's going to have a talking to, is you heard from Jen, from Matt LaFleur, it's, I think, a Mike Pettin, a Matt LaFleur, and then it's the mouthpiece that is Darius Smith. I mean, he's the guy, we talked to him yesterday. He loves ball. He loves to play. And he comes out right there. And unlike that first half where you saw the Lions get to the edge, create push, that time they reset that line of scrimmage in a 0-yard run.
Tyler Lancaster has come back out onto the field. He was injured in that first half, so he's helping out on the defensive line. Stafford with time.
All right.
Catch made short of the 30. That's Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson, the game
When you
of
look
a couple.
at the Detroit Lions, if they can just continue to sustain drives and move the ball like they did in the first half, not take what they just had happen to their defense and feel the pressure of that, and just be who you are. You play with confidence. You've moved the ball in this Packer defense. Stick to the game plan, and good things will happen to you.
Greg, they got in trouble.
All right, 3rd and 6.
3rd and 10 or 3rd and long. There was a penalty, then there was a sack. It put them in trouble. Now a 3rd and 6.
Amendola in motion.
Stafford fires incomplete.
And incomplete.
No flags. Trying to get to Danny Amendola.
4th and 6. They got to punt it yet again.
A little better juice coming out. Right? I mean, I felt the same thing Matt LaFleur did in the first 30 minutes. You just can't, in this league, play passive defensively. You got to play. That motto they have is we thrive,
This team
we
is
don't
going to
survive.
give me a headache.
And a much better jump there by Chandon Sullivan. Much better rush. And finally a 3 and out for that defense.
Jack Fox standing at the 15 on
All right,
Fox.
Jack Fox.
Ready to punt away. Sorry, Greg, I couldn't help that. It was just too easy. It was just laying out there.
Punt is up.
Tyler Irvin. He did not give the fair catch signal. The ball
All right.
in the air a little bit.
Ball
Held it
at the
20-yard line.
21, I believe.
Aaron
Might be
Jones
the
has
20.
a
And I do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. But the Detroit Lions are down 10, 14-24, with 13:09 remains in the third quarter. Aaron Jones made it a 10-point game with a 75-yard career-long run. Straight up the gut. Facts, Detroit Legend Sportscast. I want Matt Patricia gone. I want Bob Quinn gone. I want this entire team gone. Trade everybody. If you're not a first or second year player, get rid of them. Do a complete rebuild. Yet again, for the umpteenth million time in this franchise history, because we have been rebuilding since 1957. And we're the same old Lions. Facts, John. If the Lions have balls, they fire everyone after this loss. Facts. And this is why I do the primetime games. Because I enjoy watching football. And the Lions usually aren't in primetime games. So the headache meter doesn't go up so high. I do want to check my fantasy league real quick. Let's see what we've done. Mason Crosby with 6 points. Devontae Adams with 6 points. Miles Sanders with 13 points. Josh Allen with 19 points. Singletary with 6 points. Giannu Smith with 23 points. I do have him on the bench in one.
Jones has gone over 100 yards.
All right.
His 9th career 100-yard game and a flag.
Flag on the play.
A little flinch.
False start. Offense, number 83. 5-yard
False
penalty.
start. Valdez-Scantling.
You know, I think it's probably time, guys, after a game and a half, to maybe give this O-line a little credit. Right? I mean, does Aaron Rodgers have a grass stain on him again today? I mean, he's not been hit. This group, I think they feel really good about Greg and some of the depth they have as well, and they may be the most dominant facet of this team through a game and a half.
That's a great point, and they've had some moving parts already early in the season.
Penalty backs him up on 1st and 15 inside their own 35. Rodgers
All right.
blitz coming.
Whoa.
And incomplete on the sideline.
Finally, we got a good hit on Aaron Rodgers.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, you have to impact the pocket. If you do not hit Aaron Rodgers, that's got to be the hardest hit through a game and a half we've watched. Finally, a free rusher comes. That's not necessarily a bust in protection.
That was Tracy Walker with a great hit on Aaron Rodgers.
Finally puts a grass stain on Aaron Rodgers' uniform.
Yeah, he's dropped back, if you include last week in this game, 63 times to throw and has not been sacked.
That's first hurry today.
Chance for the Lions defense now on 2nd and 15.
All right, Aaron Rodgers throws it. Valdez-Scantling with a first down.
What a great catch that was by Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones with the reception.
Darrell Roberts, left corner, and he just makes a play on the ball.
Yeah, this isn't a safety or linebacker. This is a corner, your third corner.
He was 2nd on the team in receptions last year. Those that go with the hurry up after a play, big play of 30 yards. Spot. After last week when they put up 40-plus points against the Vikings, we had a lot of things in our offense we never really got to use. Show. Out of the pocket, on the move. Throw. That's another drop by the tight end.
All right,
Chase
flag on the
Sternberger,
play.
flag down.
Sternberger couldn't keep it in. Yeah.
Get a hold
Yeah,
on
John. Hey, that
Holding offense, number 62. 5-yard, 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
They call it on 62, Lucas Patrick.
Yeah, it's on the right side of
holding
the
on
of the line
Patrick.
here. And really the negative plays have
Yeah,
come.
I think the next time I go pick up food
And I
from the
guess they're going to call
school,
that on,
they
on
give a brown
Shelton. Good
paper
job there
bag.
by the 350
if I do the Lions against the Cardinals, I think I am going
Those have been really the only
to,
negative plays.
what do you call it,
Hold earlier
put
on
a bag on
Bakhtiari,
my
and a
head.
hold there on Patrick, and that's just about it.
Appreciate that, MVP.
They overcame a 1st and 20 before. Rodgers signals, throws, incomplete.
Oh, was
coverage.
looking for Lazard.
In the end zone, it was Tracy Walker.
Yeah, and that one right there is going to be on Aaron
Second and
Rodgers.
20.
We talked last week. He mentioned about coming to balance and being more balanced when he's stepping into his
Oh,
throws.
appreciate
there.
that,
He's a
Miss
little off
Johnson.
balance, didn't get the velocity he wanted on that ball to put the ball in a position where his receiver could make a play.
And Packer fans know that the last 2 years, the Green Bay team did not draft a wide receiver, so it's Davante Adams and everybody else. And Aaron told us Lazard he thought was emerging as the number 2 receiver, with Marquez Valdez-Scantling the deep threat. But they must develop more beyond Davante Adams. He's gone to the tight ends a few times.
Rodgers
And that is not how
couldn't
to
keep
answer
it in by Lazard.
Yeah, and you just mentioned it right
Third
there.
and
You
20.
talked about Davante Adams and the others. And one of the others that he feels like he can depend on and rely
Oh,
on.
appreciate that, John.
Alan Lazard, who just had that big drop right there.
Packers have had 3 or 4 drops today. Ran to the line in a hurry on 3rd and 20 in field goal range. Scanning the field is Rodgers. Very observant. But he's going to
Got a first sack.
the last thing he wanted, but
Jamie Collins.
taking him out of field goal range.
And boy, did the Lions ever need that. You're exactly right. They get Collins on a matchup. By the way, Jamie Collins, the only player in the league a year ago with 7 of these sacks plus 3 interceptions.
Thanks, Ken.
And he gets the one-on-one, almost as a Darius Smith kind of move to put your pass rusher on Lucas Patrick that time, the right guard. He beats him inside. Again, after a game and a half of not really feeling any of that contact. An enormous sack knocking the Packers out of field goal range.
Another one of those
4th and
former Patriots.
31.
Patricia, 14 seasons in New England, now in his 3rd as the Lions head coach. So it would have been a 46
J.K. Scott, punt is up.
Nothing. The sack would make it a 57-yarder. Thus the punt, and they miss a chance.
And it
as
is
flies
a flag on the play.
The 10. The Lions defense with what could be a second half tipping point when it looked like the Packers were going to add to their 10-point lead.
Yeah, if you're Matt Patricia, you got to feel really good about what you just saw out of your defense in terms of getting some pressure on Aaron Rodgers.
Especially after getting gashed by that Aaron Jones run.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Receiving team number 39. Player signaled for a fair catch and then blocked a defender. Subsequent to that, the penalty be assessed half the distance from the spot of the foul, 10 to the 5. First down, Detroit.
Clete Blakeman with the
What's going on, Lilala? Tua Tavuki. Hopefully I said your name properly. Says, come on, Green Bay. Oh, the scoreboard is not working properly. Let's bring that up.
throw. Easy interception right there for Sullivan.
I never saw a Lion.
Are you kidding me?
If he was brushed.
An intercept.
As Amendola, the target, and what a read and react.
Dude, you got one job.
Yeah, we saw
Take care of the stupid football, dude.
Big safety in the end zone.
You got one
As
job.
said,
Take care of the
zone
stupid
coverage,
football.
reading the eyes. Rashawn Gary gets in the face of Stafford, which I think also affects that throw in his vision. So give a little gold star to Chandon, but a nice way to go to
14 to
Rashawn Gary
30
for helping cause that pick six.
And
Crosby.
Then upheld, call stands.
Kick is up, kick is good.
And the extra point is good.
All right, do got to mute the game audio yet again with copyright music and commercials. We are in a blowout because the Detroit Lions, which is my team, sucks booty butt cheeks. We need to fire everyone, including the ownership. There ain't no curse. We just suck. Yeah, the Lions are just that trash. Ownership is trash, so the entire franchise is trash. What's going on, Shernette? Appreciate you. That is facts, Jorge. And tonight, I am going to have a rant video. If it doesn't come out tonight, it will be coming out tomorrow, first thing. Oh, what's going on, Brayton? Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, I do all the primetime games, and the Detroit Lions are my team. But this might be the last week I do the Detroit Lions, though. I'll be doing probably the CBS game. What's going on, Johnny? How's it going, brother? Yeah, my defense sucks. Detroit Lions suck. Same old Lions. And I hate saying that. I'm not one of those people that goes around saying same old Lions and things like that. But when you run a 3-4 and you try to be like somebody else, but you're not that person, that's what happens.
Sullivan, his second career interception.
All right, we are back.
That's him now on special teams.
31 to 14.
Coverage unit. And this will.
Yeah, I'll go live with you, Grid.
The Agnew penalty backed them up to the 5-yard line. Otherwise, it would have been a touchback, and they would have had a lot more room before the interception by Stafford.
It's all in the eyes. A little zone
we can do Grid and Trots rant video.
Under, and Chandon, I guarantee you, is saying throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Right, he's reading back into that backfield. He's looking at the formation, Greg.
Pick six.
He sees the flat route by Amendola. He's in perfect position. He almost baits Matthew by turning on that first step. Pressure in Stafford's face. And the youngster with his first pick six in Lambeau Leap.
Third time a Packer has intercepted Stafford and taken it in for a touchdown as Stafford goes to the middle of the field.
And carry on drops it.
Time for a game break. Check in with Carissa.
Thanks so much, Chris.
All right, I do have to mute it real quick for the game break. And with that drop, this is what I think about that drop by Carry On. All right, we are back.
Lions hurry to the line, and that's hauled in. First catch of the day.
Fuentes Cephas, gain of 9.
Fifth-round rookie from Wisconsin.
And you're getting a little tempo here from the Detroit Lions offense. Feeling that pressure of being down 17 early.
Facts, Ken. Facts.
Lollygag, if you will. You got to put some pressure back.
What's going on,
this Green Bay
Truth-Teller?
defense, who just came up big.
Last 5 drives, there have been Packer adjustments on defense, and the score has shifted in a hurry.
Yes,
From what once
facts.
was
Why are we throwing the ball at our own 5-yard line?
by
You
Green
run the
Bay.
freaking football.
Time for Stafford. And knocked away incomplete. That's Sullivan again on Amendola.
Well, that little tongue lashing that Jen Hale talked about at halftime with Matt LaFleur. Yes, Matt is an offensive coach, and he calls the plays, but there is no question he went in there and with that defensive staff got after their crew and said, hey, man, that is not Packer football. You're not just going to rely on an offense to go up and down the field. You have got to bring some energy. And a 3 and out, a pick 6, a tremendous play once again in the hip pocket for Sullivan. Much better effort here in this second half.
With Kevin King and Alexander out there, Sullivan has starred in that secondary. Fox back to kick, standing at the Lions 20. Irvin, fair catch called for right at the 15-yard line.
What's going on, Owen?
Just over
Let's go, Pack Go.
minutes to go.
Oh, I do have to mute the game audio for copyright music and commercials. What's going on, Owen? Says go, Pack, go. Absolutely. They're looking like a monster team yet again. Don't be surprised if the Packers do win the NFC North. I haven't seen what Allegiant Stadium looks like yet, Shane, so I don't know yet. That's facts, Ken. That's facts, truth teller. That is facts. It's time to tear this down. Fire the coach. He has no clue about situational football, and the defense is trash. I know you said this defense is a mess, but I'm going to call it like it is. This defense is trash. I'm keeping Walker, Awarie, and Okuda. Everyone else can kick rocks. Maybe Jelani Tavai. Once in a blue moon, I'll go downtown and tailgate. I had some people that tailgate every single weekend, so I'll sometimes go over there and have a couple beers with them and things like that. Well, while we're in commercial break, let's see how my fantasy team is doing. Woo! Putting a beat down. Let's go. Up 40 points. Giannu Smith with 24 points. Christian McCaffrey, 18 points. Mike Evans, 21 points.
Yeah, and he's telling these guys, look, let's stay within ourselves. We did some great things in this game already. Let's not try to force the issue individually. We got to get this done as a team.
Packers have run for 175 yards already. Aaron Jones had 75.
Aaron Jones gets another first down.
But takes a tackler or two with him to the 25-yard line. That's Will Harris, who kind of got pounded.
Oh, there is some copyrighted music. Yeah, I can't wait to fire everybody. Maybe my sanity will come back.
Corner, high point, go up and get it. Special talent.
14 touches today for Jones. Make it 15.
All right, Jones with a gain about 3 or 4 on that play.
You know, he tied for the NFL lead with 16 rushing touchdowns. He's already got 2 today. He's not a big guy, but he seems to run big for about, 5'9". You give him that much on the height?
He's not a big guy, but he runs a low center of gravity, and he has a lot of power at the lower bottom half of his body, which is his legs, which running backs, if you want to be a good running back in this league without a lot of size, you got to have some strength on your lower body.
Packers rushing 112 to 0.
Of any position on the field. And Jones works his way through near the 33-yard line. Jen?
Well, Chris, to Greg's point about a strong lower body, that is exactly what Aaron Jones focused on this offseason. He spent a ton of time in the weight room, kind of looking like Greg does now, pumping iron, trying to increase that lower body strength so he could do a better job breaking tackles. And it certainly
going on,
looks
Hollywood?
like that
Hey,
has
that was a
been
nice run by
successful
Mozart.
maneuver. He keeps going like this. The Packers are certainly going to try to lock him up before he hits free agency.
All right, thank you. Greg thanks you as well as he's working out for this Mr. America. This
Mozart had a great long run.
He's not playing football anymore. He's broadcasting and staying fit as Rodgers from the pocket. On a little side arc flip to Lazard.
All right, Lazard to the 50.
His way inside the 45 of the line.
Close to the 40-yard line.
Well, we call that a mesh concept. And
Alan Lazard
would do it from about 15 different formations. If you're going to just see that man-to-man coverage, you're going to run these crossing routes. And you can see the contact there with Will Harris, and it just creates space. And that time, Lazard, after watching a couple bounce off his hands, reels it in.
Who does the job in the running game? I know before said he's the enforcer, but obviously
right,
coming
first
up in
and
the
10,
catch-up.
under 4 minutes, or under 5 minutes to play in the third.
Confusion defensively.
Jamal Williams now in at running back. He's averaging 10 yards a carry today.
Jamal Williams, gain of about 3 or 4.
But the clock continues to run, just over 4.5 remaining here in this third quarter.
Hey, if I was a player, I would have quit on my coach
If there was
too.
anything to that ankle injury that we showed earlier,
I would have refused to go in the game, actually.
Caught a few passes, but at this
and
point,
I don't blame Kenny Golladay for not playing.
You're absolutely right.
I think it's a holdout, not
this is a guy that
not
you
an
know
actual
you're gonna
injury.
Depend on
I've had
season.
multiple hamstring
We've alluded to it
injuries.
earlier in the broadcast. Matt LaFleur
And
wants to make sure
I don't think that it is
at the
a
end
hamstring
of this run
injury. I
we
think
have
he's
something
holding
bigger to
out,
do.
and rightfully so.
Aaron Jones is back in, gets the pitch on 2nd and 7, and has room to run for a first
Aaron
down.
Jones, first down.
Is out of bounds right near the 30-yard line.
I know the last time I bragged on that O-line, there was a couple hits on Aaron Rodgers, including the sack. But to just be this athletic, look at this little called flip 8, right? The fake jet sweep, and you get people out in front, and that's Wagner, that's Valdez Scantling doing his job of just getting on a body. But just look at just covering these guys up, both at the first level and the second level. And you cover guys up defensively in that front 7 with these backs, you're going to run for a couple hundred yards.
A well-coordinated offensive line still doesn't have a healthy Billy Turner at right tackle. Rodgers with all day.
Aaron Rodgers takes off.
On the 25-yard line.
Gain of 5.
Yeah, he didn't see what he wanted to see. Possibly didn't have anyone. But when you have the luxury of a running ability as Aaron Rodgers does have, I can use my legs to beat you as well.
Especially in a situation, Greg, where he wants to use up the clock, keep moving the chains. That offensive line, too, that Brock, you mentioned a moment ago, Rick Wagner is a former Lion, Wisconsin Badger. He, was called last week to step
What's
in.
What's going on,
and
Antonio Payne?
Glowing remarks from the coaching staff this week, and has held up well today, and much more work. This ground game has been outstanding for the Packers.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I mean, in Bakhtiari, Jenkins,
2
and
or
Lindsley,
3 yards
you've
short
got
of the
3
first.
guys from left tackle to center that are as good as anybody in this league. I mean, Bakhtiari's a guy that's going to get a major payday, will be a free agent after this season. Jenkins can play anywhere on that line. He's not giving up a sack as a Packer. Lindsley is, to me, an underrated center and just a spark plug.
The Detroit Lions are allergic to running.
You lose Lane Taylor for the year. Well, no problem. Lucas Patrick is there. You don't even have Billy Turner in the lineup. This is a deep, remarkable crew.
3rd and 2.
That's truth teller.
For Rodgers.
Now it's every man for himself.
Batted at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. And a
Flag on the play.
Reggie Ragland, so one who deflected the pass attempt. They have a hold here.
Prior to the pass, holding defense, number 29. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Of course it's going to be on
Roberts
us.
playing with an injured
Keep
calf.
penalties
called for
coming.
the penalty. Desmond Trufant and Coleman inactive for this game.
And that's a running back. You know, we saw it earlier with Jones beat Roberts on the go route, and that time Swervin Irvin getting inside on the slant, and those are just, it's like a turnover. I mean, you've held them to a field goal, and now you give this guy 4 more downs.
Jones back in, goes to the top of your screen on a first down.
All right, empty backfield for Aaron Rodgers.
Quick pass. Whoa.
Couldn't corral it by Valdez-Scantling.
Scantling couldn't hold it.
We see the play before this one. Swervin Irvin, as they like to call him, getting reps at receiver. Devontae Adams out. Gives Matt LaFleur an opportunity to do some things with Tyler Irvin that he's wanted to do. And let's see how he responds. Can he make some plays at that receiver position, a position that they don't have a lot of guys making a bunch of plays? Can he be in that position that they feel like they can lean on at that position?
There he is at the bottom of your screen. 5th year from San Jose State. Rodgers with time for the
What's going on, Brayton? That's funny.
Of Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I thought it was a drop a moment ago. That'd be the 6th drop of the day by this Packer offense, or at least ball that should have been caught.
And Devontae's watching, but you've been in the film room, Greg. What is tomorrow going to be like for these receivers?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because there's a lot of balls that Aaron Rodgers have put in the area in the vicinity of these guys that you just have to make a play. That's your quarterback throwing a ball right there to MVS, Valdez-Scantling, putting the ball only where he can get it and make a play. You want to see your young guys make those plays, take those strides.
He had 2 drops last week. And a whistle here. Looks like a timeout. Before the snap, the Packers called it.
All right, Packers
Green Bay
call a
takes his first
timeout.
timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Now this from State Farm.
All right, I do have to mute it for the State Farm commercial. And who do you know? It is Aaron Rodgers on a State Farm commercial. Yep. Adding more insult to injury. I love it. Keep it up because my Lions suck. Brayton says pay Lazard more and get rid of
handful of drops. Rodgers 15 out of 26 near the 200-yard mark and a couple of touchdowns, but now facing a 3rd and 10. Pass is thrown before Jones could look back. Pressure was coming.
And just knowing Aaron Rodgers, he's not going to be terribly satisfied with this 3rd and 4th quarter. And you're going to see him right now. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw it right here. It's going to be a pressure situation. Matt LaFleur is running down the sidelines. And Matt LaFleur calls the timeout. And Aaron's like, no. Look, no. I had him. I see it. But, you know, that's some of the communication. And he's not. I mean, yes, he's obviously upset in that moment. But that's just a competitive moment. And I think for a head coach to just trust a Hall of Famer that he's got
35-yard attempt for Mason Crosby
from 35 yards
and
away.
it is
They do
good.
get points. 34-14, just over a minute and a half.
All right, I do have to mute it. It is 34-10 or 34-14. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. My Detroit Lions suck. What's new? We've been sucking since 1957. Once a proud organization, won 4 NFL titles, to now just sucking every year. What's going on? Adrian says Patricia has no bueno. Maybe Caldwell is available. Caldwell is available. Yep, Jim Caldwell is still available. He is getting a paycheck still from the Detroit Lions to stay home, sipping pina coladas, enjoying family time. And going on Glover Quinn's YouTube channel, also known as the DB Room. He had a great interview with Glover Quinn. Dolphins game just started, third quarter, lightning stopped game. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Jorge. But, I mean, that's league protocol. Facts, West Branch Ball. We are dead. Not a big surprise.
With a 34.
All right, we are back.
A missed opportunity to get more with a dropped couple of passes.
Oh, you're welcome, Vash.
Rodgers does have a couple of touchdown passes in this game to the sure-handed receivers. Wednesday television's #1 show is back.
Oh, I do have to mute the game audio. There is the Masked Singer commercial being played, so I have to mute the game audio for the copywritten music.
You got to tune in. You know, Terry Bradshaw's been on that show before. You could tell right away because he was talking the whole time he came out. So it was a complete giveaway. See what kind of approach the Lions come with. Out. Quick pass to Swift. Gets upfield. Near a first down. Let's get a game break with Carissa.
Yeah, that is fact. All right. I do have to mute the game break. There is a touchdown.
But I didn't last long. so I'll explain that later. Swift remains the back and will not get the first down. Grabbed right away by Rashad Gary.
All right, Swift with a gain of 1.
It's a great play right there by Zadarius Smith, filling in that gaping hole that we talked about, Kenny Clark leaving open. He's a guy that they're going to rely on to create havoc in that interior line rush. And he just did that.
That's a tough block for Hawkinson, but that's when you draft him number 8 overall. That's an area you'd love to see him grow and develop in.
Cephas in motion.
Stafford started hot, 15 of 25, completes
Cephas
to
with the catch.
Goes out of bounds near midfield.
It's also an area, Chris, where, remember the Packers a week ago gave up 24 points.
All right, second down.
And about this time frame, going into the fourth quarter, 3 touchdowns, all the 2-point
Second and 2.
conversions. Talked about just not letting up, just trying to finish the game defensively on their side as well.
Zadarius Smith spoke up this week, said that was part of the energy that they wanted to maintain. Swift in the middle with a high hurdle inside the
to the 39-yard line.
As the third quarter winds down, the Lions are on the move, but trailing the Packers.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio. That is the end of 3 quarters. The Green Bay Packers with a 20-point advantage. Absolutely, truth teller. Let me see what my team is doing. Woo! Christian McCaffrey, 26 points. Mike Evans, 21 points. Jared Goff, 16 points. Giannu Smith, 24 points. Fred Warner, 11.5. Corey Davis is on my bench. He has 12. Justin Simmons What a bounce back game. Has 10. And he's on the bench. Let me see the other league real quick. Ellen with just under 20 points. Delvin Cook is being super pedestrian. Has only 5.8 points. Miles Sanders has 15 points. Devontae Adams having a pedestrian game with only 6.6 points. Devin Singletary has only 6 points. Mason Crosby with 10 points. On my bench, I have Leonard Fournette, who has 12.3, and James Conner, who has 12.9. And I do have Giannu Smith in this other league on the bench because I have Darren Waller. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense has 10 points on my bench. And I have the Baltimore Ravens starting. Winning in both leagues. But it... All right. We reconnected successfully. I am still dropping a whole crap load of frames. I have no idea why. I am getting frustrated with that, just like my team.
We open the fourth quarter. Peterson the back. He gets the football, and Adrian Peterson fights for the first down to the 25 of Green Bay.
I think a little of that, Chris, is your defense just can't stop the pack at all.
All right,
yes,
we
you
are back.
want to score, and you're going to play with some tempo, and certainly if you score on this possession and can get a stop.
Adrian Peterson has 7 rushes for 41 yards.
It's given up over, 400 yards, or right at 400 yards again through 3 quarters, and just simply didn't have an answer to stop and contain that guy and that run game he's got this season with him.
It was the other way around in the first quarter when the Lions marched up and down on Green Bay. Packer defense could not stop Detroit. Fresh set of downs. Peterson the back. Stafford steps up and on the move, throws for the end zone. Touchdown!
Oh, Marvin Hall Jr. with the touchdown.
Down the field, a target that will not yield, and with a blue and silver way, stand and cheer the play. Go hard with the game, without a hero in your pain. Down the field again, our Lions victory. Go Lions!
Opening loss to the Bears.
And the kick is up. Kick is good.
It's a 34-21 game.
All right. 34-21. So they cut it within 13 points. JT, I am not singing because we are getting our tails whooped. And yeah, this team is who we thought we were. Facts, Mondo. Says touchdown. Yay. Sigh. Who are we kidding here? Yeah, I will be joining the Gridiron Blitz for a rant stream. We are going to have a stream just completely ranting. It is going to be fun. It is going to be live. You're probably going to see more action in that than you've seen of this Detroit Lions. All right, the polls are closed. We got 9 votes for the Detroit Lions and 3 votes for the Packers. Appreciate the 12 of you that did participate in the poll. I will remove that now. Hey, no, Chris. The Detroit Lions need to just fire Matt Patricia. Fire Matt Patricia, Bob Quinn, and this 3-4 hybrid bull crap that we're running, and get back to the 4-3 defense. I mean, but when we fire Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn, we're going to have to really actually go and do a complete rebuild. And it sucks. What's going on, Ice? Appreciate that, Ice. Right, we're getting set back.
Gone around this Lions team in a variety of ways, so it's a two-score
Thanks for
game.
becoming an MVP.
Has a chance on the return and gets up around the 25-yard line. Jen?
Chris, speaking of hamstrings, fans haven't seen Devontae Adams in a while, but I'm watching him on the sideline without his helmet and gloves, looking very frustrated. Official word, questionable with a hamstring. He does seem to be continuously stretching that right leg. 3 receptions, 36 yards for him today. That very well could be it, Chris.
See where Aaron Rodgers goes. He needs the go-to guy if he wants to maintain possession of this drive.
He does, and if I'm the Lions, I need a stop. We just scored. You can get a stop here.
It's going to be a good game
possession. To me, it's
tonight.
time to turn up the aggressive meter just a little bit for that defense.
I think it is in Seattle, so I will take the home team in Seattle. But I think it's going to be a close game. Both teams can definitely win.
You know, Chris and I don't have hamstrings, Greg, so why? Why are we seeing so many hamstring injuries all across the league?
Well, especially this Lions team, and it goes into last year and forward into this year.
Well, anytime you have guys coming into training camp and they've been on their own plans, and then you go right into running and sprinting and
yeah, you guys definitely don't want to miss the rant from the Gridiron Blitz and Troxel Sports Talk.
You can overstretch your hamstring, and you're continuing to elongate it versus allowing it to just become free.
After a 4-yard pickup, Jones has 15 carries, 146 yards. He's caught 3 passes. Rodgers to throw. It has time, and open is the tight end Mercedes Lewis. A flag
Mercedes Lewis with a first down. There's a flag on the play. Probably on the Detroit Lions.
This may not be getting set in the formation.
Illegal shift. Offense, 2 men moving and didn't get reset at the snap. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 2nd down.
So there's a little bit of a gift. You know, the Rodgers tries to check into a play, get people into formation. You're up against the play clock, but you still have got to get set for a beat. You don't. And again, now, if I'm the Lions, you have to take advantage of this. Any of these penalties for Matt LaFleur and Green Bay, if they're on schedule, you are not getting off the field. You've got to make them pay with that -5.
All right, 2nd and 11. Aaron Jones with the spin move.
What looked like a bigger hole when it started and gets up to the 32-yard line.
But the hard part, really, for Aaron Rodgers is you pressure him, he makes you pay.
Yeah, 7 of 12.
Now, we've been rebuilding since 1957.
And so, as a defensive play caller, you're hesitant.
That was our last
Play
championship.
straight up, win your one-on-ones, and hope that you can get home with just 4 down.
I see you, Mondo.
Rodgers has time. Deep down the sideline. And the catch is made.
Valdez-Scantling with a huge gain. And they're in the red zone. Green Bay about to answer the touchdown with a possible touchdown.
And that's on the rookie Okudah. And a little pressure there from Detroit. He's clearly in there. The toe goes out of bounds. But once again, kind of like last week, a couple critical drops, but you come right back to him. There's no Devontae. You could hear Aaron at the line. He was making all the protection calls, getting to the perfect play he wanted. And ultimately, that's just good on good.
Yeah, they threatened blitz, and then looked like they backed out of it. What a throw by Aaron Rodgers. There's such precision when you need it the most on third down.
Yeah, West Branch ball 1991-92 was just a fluke.
And a throw that we very well should get accustomed to, because
shout out to Barry Sanders, though. He is a GOAT.
More aggressive this year, taking more shots down the field.
It's a gain of 41 yards and a handoff to Jones. Clark continues to run.
Greg, you talked about Aaron Jones'
right,
touchdown
second down,
coming
10
out of
minutes to
halftime.
play.
How deflating this is. How about 3rd and 3 and you do this?
Yeah, you got to be a little disappointed if you are Matt Patricia on the Detroit sideline. You get them in the position where you want, up against Jeff Okudah. You know he's going to be a little physical if you're MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and you use that to your advantage.
Okudah called this week some NFL corners like Stephon Gilmore and past corners to ask about how to line up against some of these Packer receivers to get pointers. Jamal Williams straight ahead.
Jamal Williams with a couple yards on that game.
In the fourth quarter.
You know, a Lions fan watches that and is just going,
Third
my
down.
gosh, that's the exact same concept a week ago. Tony McRae was in Okudah spot in the slot. And you see that run more and more and more, where you're just giving that inside slot receiver so much more room on a go route, Greg. Instead of getting pushed to the boundary, you're giving him so much more field to work with. It burned the Lions for the game winner a week ago, and that time Okudah just could not keep up with MVS.
Time of possession getting a little closer. The Lions dominated that in the first half. There's about a 6.5 minute advantage for Detroit, but on the scoreboard, pass completed to Jones.
All right, Jones
the receiver in this game
picked up a
gets
first down.
You know, by the way, look up at your stat sheet. We're at 470 yards of offense again. We marveled at 500 plus a week ago. I mean, this looks like the Big 12.
Yeah, and they're doing it both on the ground, in the running game, and definitely through the air. But I think I've been most impressed with just how they're doing it. It's not an overwhelming amount of running or an overwhelming amount of pass plays. They're so balanced. They're keeping the Detroit Lions off guard.
All that motion serves a purpose. Aaron Rodgers said we don't do that for window dressing. It's Jones. Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones with a touchdown.
And another touchdown for Aaron Jones. That's 3 today.
I think I told you I like this O-line, right? Especially the left side of it in the center. Watch your center here, Corey Lindsley, get out onto the linebacker. Everybody else is hemmed up, one-on-one, maybe a little tug-of-war there with Bakhtiari. And you just free any space for this difference maker, kind of like Kamara down in New Orleans. Game over.
Yeah, and if you're Jared Davis on the Detroit sideline, you got to be hitting yourself in the head, because that's a tackle you got to make. It's you as a linebacker position against the running back hitting the hole. You got to make those plays for your team.
They're going to go for 2 points.
Going for 2?
Yes, they are. What a drive. So back-to-back weeks over 40 points. This was after the Lions had tightened things up a little bit, made it a 13-point difference. They chew up the clock, they get the touchdown, and they're trying to get more. Jamal Williams straight ahead for 2.
And Jamal Williams picks up the 2-point conversion. It is now a 21-point game. Alrighty, I do have to mute the game audio for copyright music and commercials. My Detroit Lions still suck booty butt cheeks. Stay tuned. I believe it might be on the Gridiron Blitz's channel. I will be over there doing a rant live stream with the Gridiron Blitz. But, yep, my team sucks. In fact, you know what? There we go. Now I'm better. Yep. Jersey and the hat. Just so everyone does know, this will be the last week I do the Detroit Lions. I was thinking about doing next week because I do love the Arizona Cardinals. In fact, you know what? I will do I will do next week. And I'm going to rock my Arizona Cardinals gear. In fact, let me go get my Arizona Cardinals hat. Hold on. All right. Hopefully I get someone to get me my hat. Because we are back.
Jones, when they give him the football, career high, 168 rush yards, over 230 scrimmage yards. And the Packers have built their lead up on the Lions.
Nope. It is not hot. I actually got a fan. But I'm not hot.
At the 24-yard line.
I took my gear and threw it on the floor. Oh, I do have to mute the game audio real quick. I took my Lions hat and my Lions jersey and threw it on the ground. And shout out to the MVP. In fact, you know what? Let's go. They gonna win next week.
Obviously, the meltdown in the fourth quarter, a little different today. Came out on fire, but unfortunately just had no answers defensively.
A flip. Will Redmond has it, but the whistle's blown. That's, he put the pressure.
Yep. Not only do I got to deal with my team getting their teeth kicked down their stupid throats, I also got to deal with wild cable.
Check on that. Offensive line beat up as well.
He's had a tremendous game inside, too.
And Matthew Stafford goes down at the 2-yard line.
Rashawn Gary, second year from Michigan. First rounder brought down Stafford.
Well, if this guy grows into what they believe he can be, and this is on Crosby, the backup tackle, if he can do this along with the Smith brothers, he's beating a double team. If you're DeAndre Swift, you're not helping your tackle there. You either got to commit and chip or get out of the way and let him push him aside. No man's land there, and Rashawn Gary getting home for the third sack of his career.
A sack and a grounding penalty backs the Lions up even more. Swift carries.
No gain. Ball still stays at the 3.
Change of pace. I like what
and it's fourth down.
Is doing. He's playing with one down defensive lineman, Kingsley Kiki, and he's allowing his linebackers to put their hand in the ground and use their quickness and their agility to apply pressure to Matthew Stafford in this offensive line.
Yeah, I don't think he liked giving up 24 points in the fourth a week ago.
Well, they emphasized we had to finish strong defensively. Mike Pettin became a grandfather a week and a half ago. Congratulations. Former head coach of the Browns, defensive coordinator for this Packer team. Getting it out of there, and it's Josh Jackson who's back at the 30 for the Pack, moving upfield. And then back.
All right, ball is, I believe, at the 35-yard line.
Jen Hale, what do you have?
Well, Chris, quite the offensive showcase 2 weeks in a row for the Packers, and part of that success is due to a much closer relationship between LaFleur and Rodgers. LaFleur admitted to
I
me
called
that
it during
yes,
the
both he and
pregame
Rodgers got
show
frustrated with each other
over
last
on the
season when
Infinite
things weren't
Sports
clicking,
Network
because they're
YouTube
both so
channel.
competitive. They both thought they had the answers
Packers
to the
will win
problems. This offseason
with a
some help from
20-point
offensive
advantage
coordinator Nathaniel
between
Hackett.
20 to
LaFleur and
25.
Rodgers had multiple honest
It's
conversations
21 points.
about what they wanted this defense with this offense to look like, Chris. And LaFleur told me that they both let some things go that they used to rely on, said goodbye to some strategies, and created a new Packer offense that certainly seems to be clicking.
You know, Corey Linsley is out at center. Lucas Patrick moves over to center. And A.J. Dillon carries for the first time today. And John Runyon, the rookie from Michigan, who got 15 snaps last week at right guard, moves over to that spot.
And it's interesting because Billy Turner, who's been fighting a knee injury, was their starter full-time all 16 games at right guard, practiced some this week. And when we got to watch him on Friday, was practicing, in fact, full. But yet we don't see him, and instead we get to see Runyon. Got his welcome to the NFL moment a week ago, and there you see Billy Turner.
Well, Runyon said, I was in the 8th grade on TV watching Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden I'm blocking for the guy. Time flies, but he held up big at a big moment. And A.J. Dillon, Algiers, Jameel William Dillon Jr. is the running back who carries, the rookie from Boston College.
Oh!
Gets something out of that. He had a couple of carries last week. I know Matt LaFleur said he wanted to get time out here. That did, and the two of them, Matt LaFleur, did. In fact, Devontae Adams, I brought up that line where Matt LaFleur said it's not my offense or Devontae said, well, it's the Packers offense run by Aaron Rodgers, called by Matt LaFleur. He wanted to make sure that,
I like that.
And those two are in concert as that's batted away. And Rodgers gets it back at the 35-yard
Rodgers
line.
loses yards.
Yeah, you see he's trying to get Marquez Valdez-Scantling on that quick out on the Lion sideline and just gets batted
He
down.
faked a second throw, which of course you couldn't have a little fun. Reggie Ragland was the one who got up batted the ball.
Well, you never know. He might get a defender to think that he's going to throw it, knowing he can't throw it again.
Great trivia contest for you, by the way. The next time you got a little time in the sports bar. Brett Favre's first completion in the NFL was to Brett Favre. There you go.
Timeout, Lions. They're going to call one here. You know, you've talked about how cerebral that Aaron Rodgers is, but he's also one of the most observant quarterbacks before, not only when the play's happening, but before and after the play. You've talked about how his eyes focus in on whether it's substitutions, getting guys to jump. Just part of the challenge when you're a defender against him.
And feasting, by the way, Chris, feasting on these quieter stadiums in that regard.
Packers home opener started a little slow for Green Bay, but in control of things now. That punt will bounce out of bounds. Let's get a game break, and here's Carissa.
Thanks, Chris. Colts up.
All right, I do have to mute it for copywritten music and commercials. We got a touchdown by Pascal from Phillip Rivers.
And fans enjoy that in the NFC North. Also, the Bears are hanging on against the Giants, 17-13. He smiles. He enjoys the moment. We also saw Tyler Ervin headed into the locker room. Wow. And Devontae Adams staying on the sideline, although the injury keeping him an observer in a game that the Packers can win without him, it would seem.
Oh, Cephas caught it.
And gets up across the 45-yard line of the Lions.
Yeah, I want to say that's a good throw, but you look there, right there, you got Chandon Sullivan, who thought he had an interception on that play, thought he had a beat on the ball, but great catch, great throw by Matthew Stafford.
Oh, that's what's up, Vash. Appreciate that, brother.
That throw is incomplete. And really shifted this game. Will Redmond deflected that ball. They call Will Redmond, what's his nickname? Lego?
The Lego.
Because he fits in so many places.
Well, when you don't have a good defense, this ain't nothing new.
And you need guys like that on defense.
You got to have a
Guys
defense.
that can potentially go outside and play corner for you, can play nickel, can play safety. Jack of all trades.
There he is pointing. Stafford faces a 2nd and 10 and is out of it. We'll go down at the 45-yard line.
All right, Stafford with the loss of 1.
7th rounder from TCU making the play. By the way, the 85 points, most
Third
by
down.
Green Bay in back-to-back games since 2014.
Averaging over 7 yards a play. And to me, that's the biggest thing about this quote-unquote new Packer offense. A year ago, just 21st in the league in explosive plays, 59 on the entire season. And they are going to blow that out of the water 2 weeks in. Adding that explosive factor, big key in the NFL.
Ty Johnson gets in the game.
Yeah, it's time to rebuild.
For the Lions, 2nd year back from Maryland as Stafford is in trouble and is going to go down again.
And gets sacked again.
To throw. That's Rashawn Gary along with Preston Smith. They come after him and they got him. He's slow getting up. He looks like he's hurting a little bit there.
Well, Pettin has so much speed on the field. He has his linebackers out there with their hand in the ground. You see the Darius Smith, Preston Smith, Rashawn Gary. These guys can move, and offensive linemen are going to have trouble if they go to this type of package in throwing situations to defend guys who are much faster.
Hey, that is facts, Ken. And also during World War II, that the Ford Motor Company did have, what do you call it?
4 sacks.
Gave the Nazis vehicles during World War II. So absolutely, we definitely got to sell this team. The Fords have to sell.
Was back there covering.
A little better effort in these final 15 minutes for the Packers, huh?
Well, they're rotating, it seems like, some different defensive players into the game as well.
Well, to your point about the effort, last week we saw the Minnesota Vikings put up a lot of points later in that game, and that defense kind of dwindled as the game went on, but not today.
Packers take over on downs. Their defense does the job. And the 262 rush yards by Green Bay. It's the most the Packers have put up since 2003. So this refined, refreshed, this 2020 version of the Packer offense is clicking.
Ken.
Tim Boyle is at quarterback now. The backup to Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, first-round draft.
Oh, that's what's up, Willie. Appreciate that, brother.
We've reached the 2-minute mark.
All right, 2 minutes. 2 more minutes of the Detroit Lions getting their teeth kicked down their throat. They took it all down their throat with no lube. But yeah, the Detroit Lions got to sell the franchise. They got to fire the general manager. They got to fire the head coach. And just go a complete rebuild. Give this city something to be proud of. Because since 1957, we haven't really been proud of this team. Yes, that was before my time. I'm an 87 baby. So, yes, I mean, I know one playoff victory, and I was what? Like 4 years old? So I really don't remember it all too well. I have seen it. I know I've seen it, but I don't really remember it too much. Besides in highlights, trying to remember it. So, yeah. Total rebuild, sell it. Bring somebody that actually knows what the heck they're doing. That ain't a complete dummy. Uh-oh. Christian McCaffrey's status changed from healthy to questionable. My team is up 30 points. Correction, 33 points.
When you're ready to go,
and we're back from the 2-minute break.
LaFleur said, I would never want to call a play that our guys don't believe in. As Rodgers,
I am an original Motown baller. That's what's up.
And there's a timeout by Detroit. The offensive play caller and the engineer on the field.
I miss the black and blue division where we just ran it up the gut and said, stop
Saints
us.
Next on a Monday night in Atlanta. They get the bye week, and that'll be a good one with Rodgers at Tampa Bay against Tom Brady.
That'll be a test.
Well, in this scheme, right, the Shanahan, McVay, LaFleur scheme, if you don't stop the run, you get embarrassed. And I know it was a little different a week ago, but it was still added up to 158 yards of running against the Vikings, and have just been able to run it right down the throat of these Lions today.
Yeah, I like the Indianapolis Colts.
A.J. Dillon has a hole.
A.J. Dillon. Whoa, nice second and third effort. Got the first.
Time for another game break. Here's Carissa.
All right, we got another game break. Oh, okay. Dalton Schultz with the touchdown.
Cowboys trying to get their first win of the year like the Lions.
Wow, and that's at home. I mean, it's one thing to lose on maybe a controversial pass interference call, but that is in Big D today.
Mike McCarthy, your former coach, former Packer head coach, who had a good line that was mentioned this week.
And they take a knee.
Bringing it back, saying that McCarthy always told him, your best players need to be your best people. And when you have a guy like Devontae Adams out, and that's what Rodgers was referencing, you go to a guy like Aaron Jones, who one of your best players and also one of your best people, at least in the eyes of those who are around the Packer team.
Oh, I've been ready.
It says a lot.
I've been ready since last week.
Players be your best.
I want him gone today.
Just around the organization.
Don't even get on the team plane. Go find your own way home.
Cowboys Falcons coming up. By the way, the Lions will play at Arizona next. And
what's going on, Dr. Detroit?
Week, and then they're at Jacksonville. And they slipped to 0-2. Packers again on a Sunday in September at home. Just keep
the team sucks.
Start this season 2-0.
We got to rebuild.
Defenders of the NFC North Division.
Lost by 21 points. All righty. That is the end of the game. I will be going on the Gridiron Blitz's channel, or it might be on my channel. I'm not 100% sure. But stay tuned. We will be ranting. And oh, how I'm going to love to rant. Get your popcorn ready, because it is about to have more action than the Detroit Lions season combined in 2 games. So, popcorn a poppin'. Absolutely, Dr. Detroit. Appreciate you, brother, for coming out. But, yeah, the Lions lose, like I said, by 20 to 25 points, and they lost by 21, 42 to 21. Congratulations, Green Bay Packers. You guys put up one heck of a fight, even though it wasn't really a fight. And, yeah, my Detroit Lions hat is still on the ground, and my TJ Hawkinson jersey is still on the ground. So, I'm going to be rocking the Cardinals. I'm going to do next week's Lions game, and I'm going to be in red because I'm going to go for the Cardinals. But with that being said, love you all. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Stay tuned. We got the rant video, or the rant live stream coming And then I got Sunday Night Football, and tomorrow is Monday Night Football as well. We're going to have some fun because, yeah, what's better than football being on? But with that being said, love you guys. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Continue to practice social distancing. And this is Troxel Sports Talk. Have a nice day. And I'm out. Peace.